What's going on, boys? What's going on, girls? How we doing? How we doing? Look, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. We got some regulars. My brother Carl, Princess, brother Cheyenne, brother TKC, Mr. Man. How we doing, my brothers? Look, guys. There's been a lot of craziness happening lately, man. Honestly, I don't even know how to cover this drama. But if you're watching this in the future, guys, I'm just going to quickly give you guys a quick rundown. There's two dramas happening right now. Two dramas I'm going to cover. First one being 3777'S. And I was going to make a video about this, but obviously I got super busy, so I haven't had really the time. I will be making a video shortly, but obviously it's the downfall of 3777. I mean, I wouldn't really call it a downfall. They've still got a chance, you know, to recover and everything. But there's some madness that happened. One of the co-kings nuked the alliance. If I just show you guys quickly, nuked the alliance. You know, he's got a few things he's got to say. I had to ask him, why would you go and nuke an alliance? You know, why would you? You know, what led you to nuke an alliance? It's a big kingdom. It's one of the biggest kingdoms, you know, biggest jumpers to ever exist. You know, we've got brother Apocalypse Gaming over there. Yeah, he dropped a big nuke on that one. I'm just gonna quickly show you guys the picture. What's crazy though, even more crazy, somehow, and I'm not dropping no conspiracy theories, somehow they managed to reverse it. But we're going to talk about the reversal another time. Let's just give us some time to address what happened exactly. So one of the main shells, after losing their KVK, you know, after losing their KVK, one of the co-kings said, you know what, forget this, some of these guys don't deserve me. I'm just going to nuke everything. I'm going to get rid of the alliance. He wanted to delete the shell apparently, but it didn't work out. So yeah, apparently they got everything back apparently. Yo, my brother F, man, how you doing, my brother, man? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. My brother F. Yeah, so apparently they were restored. So we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna talk about how or who had enough influence to bring back, you know, 1,432
SCHMUCKY, long time no talk, my brother, much love.
Lilith as Bislot. I don't know. I don't even know if this is a norm. I want you guys to obviously come in and tell me if you guys can get your alliance credits back now. Like, is this something that happened before? Like, I want to know exactly if this is specific to this kingdom or every other kingdom. If you go and complain to, let's say, Charles Martel, you can get your alliance credits back and you can basically reverse this. Now, obviously, guys, in my personal experience, this has never happened. I've never had to go and complain, and then when, you know, we want our credits back and all of this, and then they reverse it back. That's never happened. So I kind of want to know what's going on. You know, last alliance that got nuked that I was in didn't get restored. Yeah, in my personal experience, I've been in many kingdoms, and every single time they get nuked, you just can't go to Charles Martel to get fixed, or to anyone. But apparently, in 3777's case, it happened. I don't know. Let's talk about that another time. We're gonna bring in obviously the king that nuked this alliance, and we're gonna talk about why it happened. They got diddied and pulled the Uno reverse. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Let me just quickly share this link out to a couple of the brothers. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna get the king that obviously did the nuke. He's gonna explain himself. You know, explain why he did it, what happened. I'm gonna question him. Obviously, guys, you already know how it goes. But let me just share this out so everyone is. Lilith making Homer Simpson meme, hiding right now in the bush. Lilith favorite. Look, guys, look. I want you guys to tell me, has this ever happened? Has this ever happened? Like, where you nuke an alliance, and then you get some connections, and then they reverse it. Do you understand? Like, the thing is, it should work this way. It should work this way. It should work in a way that you can speak to, you know, Charles Martel or whoever, and say, this guy nuked the alliance, can we get it back? But historically, it's never happened. So I don't know why in this case it's happened. Does that make sense? You know, how did this happen? I need context. Look, don't worry, guys. We're gonna explain. We're gonna explain the whole situation. I'm just gonna share this out real quick. To, you know, my chat and everything. Get some of the gang. Charles Martel. I'll probably talk to Leo or a Goose. I don't know what happened. I don't wanna accuse Apple. I genuinely don't, because the person that said that they got this reverse is not Apple. They said, oh, I did it. I had one phone call and it happened, and they managed to get it done. I'm like, bro, you're nobody to get it, to just speak to someone and to get, you know, to work like that. And I'll share some things very, very soon as well, guys. Right, I'm just gonna literally at everyone in my chat, and then obviously we're gonna get the king that did this, and we're gonna explain. You know, we need some explaining to do. You know, live drama. Yo guys, I don't know why, but I'm not feeling the AC right now, so I might need to just switch off the camera real quick, because obviously if I stand up right now, you're gonna see me in my boxes. Yeah, where else can I share this? Probably share it over here. And then that should be it. That should be it. Yeah, we're gonna also talk about a betrayal that happened. We're also going to talk about the betrayal that happened. The only reason I've seen them fixing it is because they're worrying about killing player count. From now on, whoever loses KVK, tell VIP support you accidentally drop forts, build accident flags, restore the credit. It's part of the game, betrayal, so it's a pretty big thing. Yeah, it's cool, schmuck. Just stand up. I won't clip it. No. I need to I need to just turn off the camera real quick, and then I'll show you guys. We'll talk about. Look, guys, there's so much to cover. I'm telling you now. It's gonna be a crazy stream today, yeah? There's another betrayal that obviously I've got on the side lined up, but let me just quickly just turn on the AC, man. I don't feel the AC right now. I don't feel it. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Yo, crazy. The AC is actually on. Well, Lilith has undone a bunch of accidental purchases. This isn't that dramatic issue that would be passports were all bought by players. Look, I agree that Lilith should always, if this happens, and I complained before, and I said, look, somebody nuked an alliance I was in. We need, you know, is there any way we can get it back? I agree that they should give it back. I agree that this should be fixed by support. But it's never worked that way. They've never fixed it. So many alliances got nuked, so much issue. Like, why do you think people nuke alliances? Because nuking an alliance means like that alliance credit is gone forever, you know? So why is this a special case? That's why I want to understand. And how did it happen? That's why I want to understand. Right? So yeah, that's a crazy thing. Anyways, guys, we're gonna bring in the king that obviously nuked this alliance. He said he's got a lot to say. You know, he wants to share why he you know, why it was nuked, why he decided to go with it. Obviously, guys, one of the main reasons is obviously they lost KVK. 3777. They were one of the craziest jumper groups. I think the last jumper group actually, and yeah, it was obviously it's a community built or competitive community. I don't know, one of the two. Yeah, and then obviously because of how big they were, a bunch of kingdoms decided to jump on them, KVK2, because obviously KVK1 they probably took the players from their neighboring kingdoms. They became the star kingdom, and everyone decided, yo, we're gonna jump on these guys, KVK2, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously they stretched themselves a bit too far, And yeah, and they basically managed to overstress themselves, and they lost the KVK, and then the co-king decided to nuke everything. And obviously he comes out and says, look, there's been issues from the get-go. I'll explain a few things. So let me just read the chat real quick before I bring the king in. He's got a few screenshots that he wants to obviously share. My brother, why you're noob with the $5? Thank you so much, my brother, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. My brother, man. WY you're noob. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. GG's 3777 lost KVK. Yes, they did, man. They did lose KVK, and one of the kings nuked one of the alliances, the second strongest alliance, and most of the leadership are leaving. And also, for somehow, like I said, I wanted to discuss it. Lilith managed to reverse this alliance nuke, so they gave the alliance credits back, and they took everyone else's passports away. If that makes sense. Yeah. What's going on, my brother Jack, man? Poseidon, 377 lost KVK and lost Wells and Krakens. 377 dead right now. I don't know if it's dead. I don't know what the situation is, but a lot of people were planning to leave. Apo is not king in 377. I mean, he was. I think he still is. Like, he sent a mail out saying, you know, we're gonna move on from this. They didn't even make it to Season of Conquest. No. They didn't, man. They didn't. Look, I knew this was gonna happen, and I always said it from the get-go. You can't make a community kingdom where, like, you've got all the deadweights and they're all friendly and nice and stuff, obviously for Apocalypse's community, and be competitive at the same time. It doesn't go hand to hand. Does that make sense? It's just not possible. So that's what they tried to do, and obviously one of the kings that I'm speaking to right now that nuked this alliance, he was one of the kings that wanted to make this kingdom a competitive one, and apparently he was getting lots and lots and lots of sort of backlash, a lot of like arguments with you know, Apo, you know, trying to get, like, because Apo wanted, his vision was different, this guy's vision was different. We're gonna talk about it all. Let's just get him on. I'm going all over the place, guys, honestly. Isn't Shion also one of the kings? Yeah, it started off with Shion and Apo. It started off with those two. Yeah, so let me just quickly see if the brother is ready to jump on voice chat. All right, let's do this. So we're gonna get the brother that nuked the alliance. Let me just quickly turn down the background noise. Yo, what's going on, brother Zaphus? How you doing, my brother, man?
Good.
I'm good, my brother Zaphus. Do you mind like getting closer to the mic, man? I can't hear a single thing that you're saying, my brother.
I'm going to just try to put my sound higher.
Yes, please. I'm gonna maximize your sound as well, so that, you know, everyone can hear you better. Can you speak now? Can you try speak?
Yep. Does it work a bit better now?
Okay, perfect. Right, can you guys hear Zaphus? Yeah? Okay, they're saying, yeah, they can hear you, my brother. Right, so let's get to it, my brother. Look, I'm gonna give a quick summary, and you tell me where I'm going wrong. You tell me if I said anything that's incorrect. Let me just give you a quick summary of what I think happened, because I've been following this kingdom for some time now, and obviously I'm kind of getting the gist of things as I'm following it, right? So essentially, Apocalypse Gaming, Shion, both of them teamed up to make this community kingdom, right? So obviously this is what was advertised at the beginning. This is going to be a kingdom for my community. You could be a deadweight, you can come, you can join in, you can have fun. It's going to be Apocalypse Gaming's sort of like community where, you know, he gets to have fun with his, you know, the people that watch him. Shion is a guy that goes around restarting jumpers every weekend. And one second, we're getting a donation. Brother, I'm just gonna turn off the alert boxes just for now, guys, because it's gonna interrupt me. I can't multitask. 1 second. Thank you, my brother. Why you noob? I appreciate your $2 though. Thank you so much. So again, just to go back to where we were. Apocalypse Gaming, Shion makes restarts every weekend. He's known for making restarts. Apocalypse is someone who's obviously wants to start a restart project, and then they decided to team up to make this community project. But this community project grew so big that so many people joined. Like, you decided to come in, Cheyenne decided, and the sort of the narrative changed. It went from a community-based kingdom to a bit more competitive, because you guys started getting whales in, you guys started taking players from other regions, like from around your kingdom. You guys were preparing for KVK1, which you guys won in a landslide, and then obviously KVK2, you guys were built up to be one of the strongest, and you've basically lost. Am I correct in saying you wanted this to be a competitive kingdom, and Apocalypse Gaming wanted it to be more community-based, and there was a clash of ideologies there that made you nuke your alliance at the end of the day?
That wasn't really the reason at all that I nuked the alliance.
Okay.
Like, the competitive versus... Like, the Apo had an issue with the kingdom being too competitive at like close to the start of the project. He got around the fact that it became like a competitive kingdom by like KVK1. That's by KVK1 he understood that it was a competitive kingdom. That's where we needed to head towards.
Okay.
But yeah, before that it did cause some issues. But by KVK1 he understood it was a competitive kingdom. And the reason I nuked the alliance was just because I gave it to one of my friends. Okay, I told him one thing: don't give it to Sean or Apo as long as I'm here. Okay, like in the kingdom. The first thing he does, like 15 minutes after he got the alliance, he gave it to Sean.
Right. So
Like,
you're talking about why you nuked the alliance, right? So you gave it to your friend, and then 15 minutes later he gave it to Cheyenne, right? The R5, right?
Yep. Like I literally told him, don't give it to Sean until I'm gone. Like he just had to wait 24 hours to give it to Sean.
Okay. And why did you not want it to give it to Cheyenne? Like, what was the reason?
Just because of how bad like the situation was back in at that time. I mean, still not good.
Okay.
But like, yeah, it was just terrible. At that time.
All right, talk me through the situation. You guys started this project, and then you built one of the alliances, right? So you built BS, right? Was that the alliance?
Yep. Yeah, it's BS7. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, like, I got dragged in the project by Shan. Like, I'm a complete random. Like, I wasn't supposed to even be in the project before Shan like really wanted me to be in, because at that time we're very, very, very good friends.
Okay.
Like, I got dragged into a project, and I was told, okay, I'll do just territory here and there. I'll barely be online, just so that I could still help him out. But the day of the jump came, both hit, like, Apples failed the jump, like missed the jump. Okay. And
Apple missed the jump,
Sean either missed the jump.
I remember that. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, he missed the jump, and Sean either missed the jump too, or he just was too like preoccupied with handling the Apple things. So I don't exactly remember what happened by that time, but basically no one could do BS and like create BS, so I did it to help. Okay. And like I managed since that day, so day one, I just managed BS pretty much alone.
Okay. So Apple missed the jump. I think he had to make a new account, or like what happened? Did he have to? Okay, yeah, so he had to and you had to build this alliance, BS, right?
Yep.
And I think you said the issues started rising up when BS's players, the powers of the players in BS, were higher than Apocalypse Gaming's alliances one, right? BB.
Yeah.
You said that's when the problem started, right?
Yeah, BS was just like, because BB was a lot more like exactly what Apple wanted, like a community. Like, yeah, Apple got pretty much all of his guys in there. Like, they were having a lot of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, most of them are like kind of young, couldn't spend that much. It's like the overall power wasn't that high. Well, BS, I'm a random in this thing. It's like I just took whoever was the strongest in here.
Okay.
And so we had basically all the whales other than one or two.
Right.
So like it was 8 whales in BS and like 1 in BB, which made a very, very big difference in power.
Right. Okay. And what was the situation then? Like, did somebody get upset? Like, or was it everyone was like, all right, cool, no problem. BS has the whales, BB has Apple's community. I mean, I could already see this shift, the split between you both, right? So, you know, the competitiveness was in BS, and in BB you had the Apple's community. And what happened after that?
Yeah. So what happened is that we're trying Apple was getting DM by many people from his own alliance, and just the project world, saying that it's not fair, BS has everything, BS has everything.
Yeah.
It's like he was bringing it up pretty much all the time, but like every time we tried to kind of find a solution at that time, he didn't want to kick the people from his community, which honestly completely fair enough. It's a community project. Like he didn't want to kick the people from his he didn't want to kick the people from his community, but he wanted to get the power gap closed. Issue is that at that time, okay, to get that gap closed, even if I had gave him my 10 highest power players, the power gap would have still be insanely high, just because the average was so different.
Right.
It's like we couldn't fix the issue as long as like he didn't kick basically 3/4 of his alliance to like have his average power be good. Like it was just a back and forth between the power is an issue, but we can fix this. The power is an issue, but we can fix it. It like lasted a month of just this back and forth.
Okay, I've got a question for you though. I've got an honest question. Yeah. You already know that this is obviously, like everybody knows in the community, that this is obviously Apocalypse Gaming's kingdom. Like if you know 3777, it's his kingdom. And obviously from what I'm hearing, you kind of like got upset that you wanted to sort of lead the kingdom in a different direction, but Apple wasn't having it. And then obviously, like, why didn't you just say, you know what, I'm gonna step down. It could be this community thing. We don't need to be competitive. We can lose the next KVK because nobody's managing these dead weights. Why didn't you just, you know, like just hand it over and be like, you know what, I don't need this. I don't need this kind of stress. I don't need these problems. Why should I lead this other big alliance? Why should I put this much effort if obviously Apple has the final say in everything? Because from the way I see it, it's just a clash of ideologies. Two people it was just a clash of ideologies. One wanted it to be competitive, one wanted it to be community vibe. Obviously, guys, we already know this. Like community, you won't win KVKs. Like it's very known, and it's fine. You could run a community-based kingdom. You could run a kingdom like full of just friends that won't fight, or like you don't have to be competitive. But the problem is when the jumper leaders like Shion and yourself saw that this could be a huge jumper, something that has a lot of success. That's when you guys decided, you know what, maybe we can actually make this a successful kingdom. Does that make sense? Like it can actually grow. And I think that's where it went wrong, because in Apple's case, it's just my side project. I just need it for my community. Whereas you guys are like, oh man, this is good. Like we need to take advantage. There's so many people here, so many players. We can turn this into one of the best kingdoms. The most competitive or whatever it is. Because you guys had a lot of whales earlier on. What's going on, my brother? 1 second, sorry. What's going on, my brother Mars Invasion? How you doing, my brother, man? Sorry, man, I missed your message. That's my brother Mars Invasion. I love this guy. Much respect. He says no one will accept him. How about the 140 players who did nothing to you? So you leave, you don't nuke the alliance credits like a baby. Mars, you'd be surprised. They actually managed to reverse the alliance credits nuke. And that's something we're gonna obviously discuss later on. I'll just be like, what's going on? So yeah, go ahead, my brother. You can answer, my brother Zaphus. Go ahead.
But wait, where were we?
We were at the point where I said, why didn't you just like, you know what?
Apple's
giving you a lot of grief. He's giving you a lot of headache because you're kind of running the kingdom in a way that he doesn't want you to run the kingdom. Obviously, your point is Abbo's not paying enough attention to the kingdom. He's like this 3 mil guy. He just logs in, he chains every now and then, and you're the one that looks after everyone and makes sure that it's competitive, right? So that's your argument. Well, why didn't you just step down?
I did talk about stepping down. I did try, but like I said a bit earlier, me and Chan were extremely close at that time. And he didn't, he really just tried. Like, honestly, bigs up to him at that time, bro. He was trying his fucking best to just make things work. Like, he tried everything so that I wouldn't quit, and vice versa. Like, just trying to make the kingdom work.
Okay.
It's like, so yeah, tension just built up instead, and like I didn't want to really abandon him in there. Like I really wanted to help him a lot. It's like I
Okay.
didn't quit for that reason.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Okay.
like if I left, like I was basically bringing. At that time, BS wasn't fully like following me. So like I would still have brought like a third, like a quarter, half, like a good part of BS. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, the division really just happened because you guys both had different visions for the kingdom. In his eyes, in Appo's eyes, it's a kingdom built for his community. That's what he advertised it for. And look, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with building a community-based kingdom. But I always questioned why you guys were steering towards competitiveness. Why, some of you guys had some crazy wells in one alliance, and you guys like were structuring the kingdom. Because I had friends in 77, and they were like, "Oh, we're being moved down to like newbie alliances because we're not high enough power." And I was like, "Hang on a second, how does that make sense? How is that a community-based kingdom when like you're being shafted because of your power? When you're being shafted because of your power, that usually means it's a competitive one. You want the best players in one alliance and then another best players in your second alliance, right? So that's why that's what I was questioning, by the way. That's why I was questioning. Go ahead, my brother. You can carry on with what happened and what led to you basically nuking the alliance.
Yeah. So yeah. So the ideologies just like clashed really hard, which is, I think you have it on your screen where like that got sent like a bit before zone, like 1 hour I think before zone 3 opened, because that's when the everything just exploded on itself. Like the ideology just exploded.
Right.
And yeah, it wasn't a fun time for that part. It got solved miraculously by Russ. Like Russ just basically came in and said, "Yeah, both of you shut the fuck up. We're going to go through this together.
Yeah.
We're going to make things fair."
I do remember one of you guys contacted me back then about this, and you guys were telling me obviously some things aren't going in the right direction. In 77, there's a bit of there's a few problems with the king, Apocalypse, and then you. So where do you think this went wrong? Where do you think this went wrong, my brother Zephus?
Honestly, I should have left earlier. Like, I was too hopeful to think that things can actually fix itself. Like, by the way, like currently 77 is having a great time because like they can go back to being community focused, so that's great for them. But like, yeah, just the people that were with me and me included were just too focused on like our accounts, getting good KDKs, fun KD, like a lot of fighting. So it was just ideologies that kept clashing and clashing and clashing.
Right.
And
okay.
Yeah, and that and just the fact that like because of those ideology clashing, like kept like just like kind of a power struggle that kept happening.
Yeah.
Like just in the like I never claimed to be king. I never tried to be king. Like on the opposite, like I kept trying to get it away from me, but like still just a power struggle. Like,
are you saying people wanted you to be king? Is that what you're saying? People wanted you in 77
yes, some people did. Some people did. Yeah, a lot of people just called me king, and like bro, like per day I had to remind people like at least 5 times that I wasn't the king. It was Apo and Sean.
Right. Okay. And then obviously you led BS. You had a lot of the whales in there. You said you brought in lots of whales from other kingdoms, or like what was that all about?
All of the whales from BS were brought from other kingdoms.
Okay. So that was all your efforts. You brought in all the whales from BS. Okay. And how did Apple feel about that? Like you brought in lots of spenders into the kingdom. How was that?
Back in the because mostly it happened back in the day, and he didn't really like. He was happy the kingdom was getting stronger, but he wasn't happy that the kingdom was getting too strong because, that's when the thing of just we need to kick people started, which obviously he didn't like, which makes sense.
I mean, I agree. It does make sense, obviously, because he will have to deal with the backlash of his community.
Yeah,
some of the guys in his community were like, "Yo, bro, didn't you start this?" Didn't you start this whole kingdom just for us? Like, us deadweights, No offense to his community, but there are a few deadweights in there. But then you like start this whole thing for, for us to be like a friendly community kingdom where everyone can just chill, you know, just relax. There's no high requirements. You don't have to like. That's what was advertised. That's what was advertised. Brother Carr, Lilith did advertise the credits, and this is this is the thing that obviously I'm still wondering how. You know, how was the case? How is it the case that this is the only kingdom that I know of that had a nuked alliance credits, and then they were able to get the credits refunded? Is that a thing? Because look, I'm just trying to be consistent here, and I'm not trying to be a hater or anything. If this is something that happens, and you can just speak to support, and it should be that case. It should be a case where you could just speak to support and say, somebody nuked this alliance, please can you refund it?
It's connections. You need connections.
Yeah,
like Shan just said it himself. He told the Apo to just get his connections and fix it, and that's how it got fixed. If you don't have extremely good connections, because Apo has very, very good ones, it doesn't happen. Even if you're a massive Kraken and like with the Charles Martel support, you can't even get that. It's another kind of support.
That's where I would say, you know, this is a bit like weird. Honestly, I have to obviously say my point of view. I think, you know, like I don't think that should be the case. I think it should be, if this happens, every kingdom should be able to speak to support and say, you know, our alliance was nuked. Please, are we able to refund it? Right? Are we able to get it sorted? It shouldn't be a case where if you have connections with, you know, whoever, you should be able to contact someone, and then your kingdom specifically can get a refund and no other kingdom can get a refund. Like, it has to be consistent. That's my problem with this, because I've been in 2 kingdoms where alliance has been nuked, where we had some crazy, back then it was VIP 18 being the highest. We had some crazy Charles Martel contacts. They'll say, yo, this guy nuked the alliance. They'll say, oh, yo, you know what, it is what it is. We can't really do anything about it. And then, you know, that's it. That's that. We have to go into the alliance. Everyone logs into their farms, donates their alliance credits. We build it up slowly. We do 1 build flags. You know, we do all of this extra stuff. In this case, is this for everyone, or is this for specifics?
No, it's
because
specifics.
If it's for specifics, then this is the whole, you know.
Yeah, it is unfair. And it would be great if it was for everyone.
That's what I don't agree with personally, but obviously, go ahead. What do you think about that?
Yeah. You know, it is favoritism. Like, bro, Shan was even bragging in this chat and just overall that he would get his connections and Apple connections to get it fixed. Like, it is not for everyone. Even Charles Martel's VIP support is not able to get that kind of pull. I mean, it would be great if everyone could, but like, yeah. And I'm happy for them that they got their credits back, because at the end of the day,
are you?
All of my I mean, I don't mind it. I do not mind it. All of my guys that wanted to migrate and wanted the passports to migrate, we already bought them. It's like there's no one left in there that wants to go away. It's like they got their credits back. I got my guys out of the kingdom. We both got what we want. It's good for them. It's good for me.
Okay. I heard about Arvix and his accounts again. Not right. I don't know if did Arvix get his stuff refunded? And what's her name? I forgot her name. There was another person that Arvix and Kat. Did they get their stuff recovered? I don't know. There was no confirmation about that. There's no confirmation. We should test this theory. Arvix was refunded. Not everything. Shine, please don't spam. Not really. He can scroll up. You guys negative passport. People don't go. Arvix, yeah. How do you know? Faro, please give me some proof. Give me some proof that he got refunded, because I was obviously chasing this up. I remember I made a drama about this, and I said, you know, if there's any updates, because they told me, look, there's no confirmation whether it's gonna happen or not. So that, you know, I can't really put it out there that he did or not, or he didn't get the refund. So I just left it as that. But you're telling me now it's like public information that it got refunded. What is Chem saying? The scientific method. We should see how many get theirs back. Yeah, honestly, I have to admit, this is probably the biggest problem that I have with this situation. Is, you know, if you're gonna refund alliance credits because somebody nuked the alliance, do it for everyone. You know, do it for everyone. Don't just do it for specifics. And because when you do it for specifics, here's what you get, right? Here's what you get. You get You get this broski over here bragging about his connections, right? And saying, yo, I just took one phone call and I can get it undone and I can do this and I can do that. I'm like, bro, relax, man. You're a guy that goes around and starts jumpers every weekend. What connections do you have? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's be honest now. It wasn't you that did this. You know? Come on now, my brother. It was not you, man. You don't have those connections, my brother Cheyenne. No offense to you, my brother, but let's not forget where you came from. You know, you were someone DMing people non-stop about joining jumpers every weekend. Yeah, so I don't know what connections you can get for this to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's not fun. Oh yeah, it's you know, like, how did you get one? Who did you call? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like you're bragging a bit too much here, and I don't know, man. I don't know, my brother. Like, this just looks. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, my brother. Brother said, it just took one phone call and it was done like he was some businessman. You know, my brother. Like, you're in Egypt telling people to join your jumper every weekend, my brother. You know. Yeah, but anyways, listen, that's not the case. Obviously my problem is my biggest problem is if this is gonna happen, please do it for all the kingdoms. Don't be specific to one kingdom. There shouldn't be favoritism, because that opens up a can of worms. I don't know if any of you guys remember the can of worms that was opened a long time ago, where some favoritism happened in Rise of Kingdoms to some content creators, and it was exposed, and the community went crazy, and a lot of people were refunding stuff. I don't know if you guys remember that stuff, but I'm not going to say anything because I was the person that obviously made it public, and I took the video down. But anyways, you get the point. Yeah, you get the point. Apple definitely did this. I'm a nice guy. Crash out. Legend Ronnie, what a G. Yeah, look, guys. I'm not gonna say anything else about that drama, but you could tell there's a bit of favoritism happening here, because unless you guys in the chat know another kingdom where this specific case has happened to them, then you can please debunk this whole thing. That's my only issue. You know? That's my only issue. This favoritism, it shouldn't be the case. It should not. Like, I'm not gonna go out there and be like, because I'm a content creator, I'll bring in lots of views and be like, yo guys, help me out, you know, help me out, like, do this, because I know that's me taking the piss. I don't know if that's I'm not gonna accuse anyone of doing that, but I don't know if that was the case. I know for a fact, though, that it was not Cheyenne and his connections that did this nonsense. 100% Cheyenne did not make one phone call that he's bragging about that made this all happen. Do you understand? Like, it's 110%. Unless Cheyenne can come here and say, here's my contact, you know, like, prove me wrong, I'm more than happy to apologize, you know, more than happy to apologize to Cheyenne. But come on now, my brother, like, let's humble ourselves, you know. We came from humble beginnings, you know, telling people to join the jumper every weekend. We can't be doing this. This is just bragging. You know, you're not that guy. Exactly. This is the first time I agree with Josh. You're just not that guy. Bro's reading and not rambling the chat. Listen, Farrell, I know you're a Apocalypse Gaming fan, my brother. I know you will, you know, die-hard fan. You defend him to the fullest. This is not about him. This is not about him. It's genuinely not about Apple. It's about favoritism in general. And I don't think, even if it was, I don't know, even if it was Hope, I would still cover this, or Hope and Lie, and I'd say, why is it the case? You know, why is it such favoritism? You know, like, it shouldn't be the case. I'm just saying, if this happens to a kingdom, and you get refunded, all kingdoms should get refunded, and it should be the case. It should be the case. I genuinely think, if anybody's alliance was nuked, you should be able to contact normal VIP support and say, this is what happened. They can easily look at it and they can be like, no problem, done, sorted. Yeah? Do you think Hope Alliance account stuff wouldn't get refunded if nuked? You know what? I think they would get nuked at this point. I think they would get nuked. This is nothing new, says Pharaoh. I mean, look, if it's nothing new, then it's new to me. I've never seen an alliance get refunded. Come on, you know high spenders get better treatment. I agree, but do content creators get better treatment? That's a new one, you know? That's a new one. I was trying to start showing the, okay. My brother Zaphus, is there anything else you want to kind of add to this? Because obviously that's my only issue. I think let me be honest with you, my brother. I think your issue is you should have just stepped down straight away. I don't think this kingdom
went away. Just went away. Do not step down. Just go away.
This kingdom was not built for competitiveness. You should have already known, like, all right, Apo is building his community kingdom. It should be, you know, it should be for him. You know, he should lead the way. He should do everything. It should be everything. You know, like I don't think, like, I'll be honest with you, my brother. You're kind of brave for like even trying to step in and like trying to clash heads with him and be like, no, we're gonna turn it into this. We're gonna turn it into that. Because at the end of the day, it's his community that made that happen. Does that make sense? Like, 777 is Apo. Do you understand? Like,
just a little thing about it is that by the time I actually learned what he planned this project to be, I was already invested in it. Like no shade to Apple or anything, but like I didn't know the guy. Like I didn't know that this project. I didn't know the guy. I was just brought in by Sean. Like I didn't know anyone in here. It's like in my head it was just another project, just a kingdom. Let's make it strong. No. And by the time I actually learned about what this kingdom was supposed to be, it was like already 2 weeks in.
Right.
Like in the final kingdom.
Yeah. No, sorry, Solar, I mean brave as in like they were just clashing heads in a sense that they were clashing on how the leadership should be. Not brave as in trying to nuke an alliance. I'm saying from the beginning, before KVK 1, both of them were clashing heads. They were like, no, we're going to be competitive kingdom, and then Apple was like, no, we're going to be community kingdom. And that's why I mean, like, if you already know that this is Apple's kingdom, it's a community kingdom, why even bother putting any effort into trying to make it competitive? Does that make sense? That's what I mean by clashing. Thank you so much, Princess. I appreciate you so much for the 5 gifted sub. Thank you so much. You're an angel, Princess. Thank you. Angel coming in with the gifted sub. Gifting Brother Pharaoh, yeah? Bro, Apple contact Egyptian guy in Lilith, so it's easy for him to get refunded. With the Egyptian guy in Lilith. Egyptian guy in Lilith, you mean Shion, yeah? He's the Egyptian guy in Lilith, yeah? Schmuck just nuked Real Alliance credits so we can test the theory of refunding. Bro, I don't want to. I'm not even gonna dare do anything like that. But yeah, you get the point. Yo, Brother Shine, that's my take on this whole thing. Obviously, I know you kind of want to make it seem like Apple's like a. He's crashing out is bad, and you know he didn't appreciate your work, and you tried so many times to you know, build this kingdom into in a good vision, in a way that it wins KVKs, and an Apro underappreciated you. But I'll be honest, my brother, I can't blame him for underappreciating you. He wanted his kingdom to be in set direction. Does that make sense? I can't like. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, but by KVK, like during KVK 1, after that, like he actually wanted the kingdom to be strong too. Like we did agree to like having a strong kingdom at one point. Just took a lot of time, but we did agree about that.
Right, so you both agreed that you want it to be a competitive kingdom after KVK 1.
During KVK 1, but yeah, like he still wanted very community, but like he still wanted us to be able to win KVKs. Like he wanted to win KVKs and have the community, which you need a strong kingdom for that.
Yeah, I think that's, and I said it before, I think that's delusion. I think you can't have community-based, because community means like it's the people that come and speak to you in chat non-stop, and you know they're the ones that support you, and they're just like active, and there's a lot of free-to-play guys that are in the chat, in Apple's chat. What if they underperform? You know, like if they underperform, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, yeah, you know what, you're gonna have to bounce, or you're gonna be like, you know what, this guy, you know, donated like $10 in a stream one day, no problem, he could stay. Just donate $5 next time, you could stay. Or obviously you don't have to donate at all, but just be super active in the chat and you're fine. You don't have to leave the kingdom. It's just impossible to have, you know, a competitive kingdom and a community one. It's either I think honestly, from the get-go, you both should have said we're going to be a community kingdom. Stop this mass recruiting of other whales and trying to get people in and selling them dreams, because you can't bring in the whales unless you're telling them we're going to win and we're going to feed you guys. And I think it should have just been like this community kingdom, no drama there. And like I said, I don't agree with how you were treated, as some like some outcasts, but I also do agree with Apple in a sense that this is what was advertised. It was advertised that he was building a community kingdom. So why do we change that? Why should we change that? We appreciate your efforts, Zephus. You did so much for the kingdom, but still, you shouldn't have a say. You shouldn't really have a say on where the direction of the kingdom is, because at the end of the day, Apple made 3777. Does that make sense? Like, he made it. Let me yeah, go ahead. I'll just read the chat. You go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Also, I still find it funny how Sean is mad about his own alliance getting nuked, because for those who don't know, Sean is like the #1 nuker. Like, the reason we even got this much hate in KVK2 was because Sean nuked 72.
I agree with that. I agree. I can only vouch. I don't know about him nuking 72, but I can vouch. Shine did nuke a couple of alliances, and he did. He's just this jumper guy. This is what I'm saying. He's the guy that goes around and jumps. I know Shine. I know he nukes a couple of alliances, but obviously 77 is close to him. And obviously it doesn't really matter what Shine thinks. I'll be honest with you, my bro. It really is about Apple and his community, and it should really be about that. But yeah.
I do hope Apple. From what I saw, Apple is a lot more active there, so that's a good thing, at least for the kingdom now.
What's that? Sorry?
I said at least I saw that Apple is a lot more active in the kingdom now, so that's great for them.
Look, I feel like he did enjoy the kingdom after some time. At the beginning, I don't know how his reaction was to the kingdom, because obviously he probably got set back from not being able to make the jump, and he was a bit upset about that, because obviously he paid on his main account, or he paid some money. Money lost. So obviously he was a bit set back, he's a bit upset, but I could definitely see that he's he's ready to move on. He's ready for it to be a community-based kingdom, which is great for him. It's good for him. It should have always been that. It should have always been that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you no longer being in the picture, and who else? Was there anyone else in leadership that agreed with you, or was it just you?
It's everyone, basically. Like, other than the people that were there for Apple, the whole council went away with me.
Right.
Everyone.
You see this whole council thing, is it just a bunch of guys that do lots of jumpers, and you just really wanted to kind of take advantage of this being a big kingdom?
No, really not. The council was basically, we had 4 guys from B, we had 4 alliances, okay? We had 1 guy in council that was from BO, which was top 4. We had 3 guys from BP, which was top 3, 4 from BS, and 4 from BB, okay? That was our council. The people that are left in council that didn't follow me or quit are like the BB guys, of course, Apple, and Sean. Everyone else just went away.
Right. So the competitiveness is gone. Who's left? Who's left in the kingdom?
There's Sean, Apple, of course. There's the people that can, there's still a couple of people that came from Apple. There's the people that are stuck there, because with new migration rules, they cannot migrate anywhere because they're too old. Right. So they're stuck there at the very least until KDK ends.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
And,
yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's sad to see. I do have to say though, brother Zephus, it did feel like to me, in my perception, you can correct me on this, that a lot of guys who do these jumper groups took the opportunity and kind of took advantage of Apple's advertising and his community KD, and just saw this as like a, because let's be honest now, and Cheyenne knows this, I dislike jumpers and projects and restarts, I hate them, because they always beg me in my DMs and say, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna have 5 T5s in one day, all of them are gonna open T5, come join us, and obviously when the time comes, all these T5s just happen to disappear or go busy. So I don't like jumpers. But I understand that every one of you guys, and I'm kind of categorizing here, I'm generalizing, you guys want a successful KD. right?
Yep.
So, because you want a successful KD, and you saw Apo's reach, you saw his community is like crazy. You were like, oh, let's jump on this. Let's take advantage.
Nope.
Like, it wasn't the case.
Most of us didn't even know. Like, I mean, the people that follow me from Castle and thing, most of us didn't know who Apo was before we got in the kingdom. Like, we got dragged from friends. Like, pretty much all of us. Yeah, pretty much all of us. Yep, nope.
Right, okay. And then you guys,
like,
what was the dream that you were sold by Cheyenne? That it was going to be a competitive one, or what?
No. I mean, he did tell me that it was a kingdom that was going to win KVKs. So, kind of assuming it was going to be a strong kingdom, and we need a strong. So, that's what I assumed. Right. But, like, yeah, I got kind of mixed signals. But, like, yeah. I do think, though, that for KVK2, the kingdom was a very, very good balance between competitive and community.
By KVK2, yeah?
Yeah, by KVK2, because we got the migrants. So, like, BB became a very strong alliance while still having good community. And, like, everyone was strong and we still had a good community.
So
like, maybe not the Apple community.
Why did you nuke it, bro?
Oh, yeah. The BS are just, like, leave away and take the people with me.
Okay, so you just decided, you know what? I worked on this kingdom, I worked on this alliance.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You just
for that, it's just like the treatment like just got so bad. Like it got bad. Like I endured it for a very, very long time. Like I already talked a couple of times about leaving because like I didn't like being there. Like there was a lot of work to do, which I don't mind doing all like pretty much all the work. But at least if I do the work, please don't tell me that what I'm doing is shit. Like please.
Okay. So
like that, like it happened for so long, and like people saw it, they were getting pissed for me because.
Who was telling you that what you were doing was shit? Who was telling you that what you were doing was shit?
I mean, one of the people were like the council members, some of the council members that didn't follow.
Right. And
like I don't want to like give exact names because I don't want to start more drama.
Right. Okay.
But like yeah, a lot of basically the people that stayed. There's a couple of them that were shitting on my work. Like, for example, MGEs was done by me, Sean, and like 2 other guys. And like the decision MG did not align very well with a couple of people. Okay. Because like they were more on the opinion of like giving it to everyone, like everyone gets a go and not like just give it to the whales.
Right. Okay. And then because of that, you decided these guys don't appreciate me. Before I go,
yep.
Let me nuke the alliance. Let me be honest with you,
bro.
No.
The nuke was it just they were going to keep the alliance like intact normally if they just didn't get it at that time. Like I thought, like I said a bit earlier, like the guy that gave it to Shan, he had only one thing to do: not give it to Shan or Apple until I leave.
Okay, and be honest with me. Were you gonna delete the alliance had you still had R5?
I didn't think. I did think about it, but I gave R5 away after barely any consideration. I just gave R5 away and just told him, do what you want with it.
Okay.
Like the alliance wasn't going to get deleted.
Who had it? Sorry, Pharaoh, yeah? Who had the R5? Pharaoh?
It was Ripple. I mean, it was the Ripple account, but like there's the guy called Ripple and there's 2 other pilots on it. It's one of the pilots that gave it away.
Oh, okay. And then Cheyenne kind of already knew that you were leaving anyway, and he decided, let me secure
we announced it.
Let me secure the shell before anything else happens. You still had R4, and you decided, you know what, I can't delete this. Let me just quickly nuke the alliance credits, and we call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah, got my people some credits, some passports so they can come. Like the passports, like people bought like I think 250, 300 passports. Right. And just an insane amount of passports.
And
because I knew I was going to get removed.
Yeah.
Like removed from R4. It's like wanted to also make sure that my people can all get passports while being at it.
Okay. Right. Okay, fair enough. Zuri says, any respectable leader would not nuke an alliance. You didn't think of the players who had nothing to do with your disagreements for that, and maybe you should not lead to begin with. What do you have to say about that, Brother Zayfus?
Firstly, I would have completely understood if it was just me and like a little group of my players who left, okay? Like just a little bit. But it was basically the whole alliance that left. Like there's basically BS as a whole basically just left the kingdom.
Right.
It's like it was something that, and like to this day, like there's still people trying to come, but like got refused because they were dead weights. But like basically everyone in BS just left the kingdom. Like they knew about it. They came with me or came to another kingdom.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, like there has been a lot of hate from like BS has been for basically a long time just a separate entity from like the rest of the kingdom.
Yeah, makes sense. And
like
you guys
BS,
were like
BS
the more
and BB
competitive
haven't.
one.
Yeah, like BS and BB never went along. Like we got along well with BO and BP, which are top 3 and top 4, but like BS and BB always just had beef together, like since day one. Like even just members, like member-wise.
Right. Okay. Talk to me about this situation, my brother. There's two situations I want you to talk to me about. There's a situation where people are saying you owe them money, and then there's another situation where you sent me something about Apple wanted a civil war.
Oh yeah, that's that was during.
Let's talk about the civil war first, then we talk about the
Yeah.
money that you owe. Okay, so what's the civil war about, right? Well, why did Apple want a civil war? Who's the civil war for? Because you said BS is a separate entity, so the civil war would have been BB and BS, right? And what was that actually gonna go down, or like what's happening?
No, it was when past. By the way, for the money, it's easy to explain because I don't own money anyone. It's my friend that owns money. It's like that's not just me, okay?
Okay. So the money
But,
part, your
this-
friend owes money. It wasn't you. That's
Yeah,
what you're
they just blame it on me. So, yeah. But
Okay.
and for the civil war, it was when Pastry opened. Like you saw the screenshot that you sent from Apple, basically saying BS is not anymore in the kingdom. We're going to like civil war. But like that could have never happened. Like at the time, BB was like 1 billion power lower than BS. Like we had all of the like Bala alone, like the top one whale, could have literally just wiped the floor with BBs. Like nothing could have happened, and BS didn't attack either because like I didn't want to kill innocent people that didn't want to war. It's like civil war could never have happened.
What's this for? Is this for pre KVK 1? Is it for KVK 1? Is this for KVK 2?
It was the first civil war, the one that I think you saw the screenshot. It was for the like Pastry open, like
No,
Pastry
I'm
KV,
I'm sharing a different one on my screen. I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about this one where you guys are talking about the star. What's this about?
Oh yeah,
the
that's
star?
during KVK 1. Yeah, that's during KVK 1. There was a lot of disagreement saying that, like, basically saying that it's my kingdom, I do whatever I want. Because by that time we had a vote system in council, like everyone will vote on something so that if there's a disagreement, we can vote and the majority wins. And he threatened civil war if he didn't get his way, which still don't understand how it would have worked, knowing that BS had all of the fighters. And like, if it came to it, yet again, like I said, Balak can just solo everyone.
Here's where obviously my opinion. Here's my opinion, my brother.
Yeah.
It's Apple's kingdom, so realistically the star should go to his alliance. No, like.
By that time, honestly, he how do I explain that? He created it, but like he wasn't the one working on it much.
Right. And then you guys, because you're working on it.
You so decided... we came to an agreement. Like, so that we came to an agreement. We said it's not going to be like we're not going to decide exactly who is going to get it. We're going to decide with activity. Whoever has more honor wins.
Okay.
Because at that time, by the way, like that was Apple's idea at the start. By the way, he said like early KVK. Yeah, we're going to do the star with honor. We agreed with it. Then he tried to just get it to BB. But like, so we agreed with honor. By the way, at that time, they had a bit more honor than us.
Okay.
But so we agreed and BS just completely smashed honor, so we got the star. Like that was agreed by all of council for that.
Right. So what you're saying is Apple just doesn't really, he's not gonna agree with what the council's saying. It's his, like, honestly, bro, look. By the way, guys, people are assuming, obviously, I'm trying to be like, look, here's my actual opinion on this whole thing. It is Apple's kingdom, so Apple should decide. He's the king. I don't think there should be any council meetings. I'll be honest with you. These council meetings are like, I understand you guys worked hard in this council. You've got this team, this team does this team does that whilst Apple's away. But at the end of the day, I think Apple should deal with the upset players and not you guys. Do you understand? Like,
It's us.
if there
It's
are
us that's
upset
dealing with
players,
it.
if there are upset whales, are like, why should he get the star? Why should that get the star? Then they should just go to the king, who's Apple, and say, Apple, you said to us that if we're like, you know, we're a stronger alliance. Why do you guys get to have the star? And why do we not get the star? That's how it should have been dealt. I don't think you guys like in the council should like be like, yo, we worked on it. You know, it should be like this. It should be council majority vote. I don't know, but again, like I said, I would have made this whole thing completely different from the get-go. If it's gonna be a kingdom about his community, it should be about his community. If it's going to be a competitive kingdom, it should be a competitive kingdom. You can't join both, because this is what happens when you join both. The competitiveness will say to Apple, bro, we made so much work, and we put in a lot of the work, or a lot of hard work into making this alliance being one of the strongest. You shouldn't it should be done fairly. Whereas he's like, bro, I'm the king, like this is my kingdom. Like, what do you mean? Like, why are you getting a star in my kingdom? Are you crazy? Do you understand? Like, there is a bit of like,
yeah, like
a bit of
one thing
pride,
that
you know, like
helps
I'm the
is,
king here. Like, you guys are trying to take my star. Are you crazy? Do you
yeah,
understand? Like,
that's something that pissed a lot of people off, because the kingdom isn't like, the kingdom has like, he does not do even close to most of the work. Like, the kingdom has been maintained by a couple of us.
right.
Like like BB is has been maintained by Hells, which very good guy, by the way, like an amazing guy. BP, which is top 3, was been maintaining by Revolt, and I was maintaining BS and most of the kingdoms, like other affairs. It's like we're doing pretty much all the work and just getting told that our opinion didn't matter and didn't do shit.
Okay.
That doesn't go that well. Like, it doesn't, like, telling that to the people who even make sure that you have a kingdom to argue about is kind of bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Fair enough.
like,
You
for example,
guys, your claim is basically, look, man, we worked hard for this. We're trying to make this fair. You know, it shouldn't like, if you're like, you're basically saying we worked too hard for you to just come and overrun or overrule our decision. Obviously, you guys had a different idea with how the kingdom should be run. He had a different idea. He's like, bro, it's my kingdom. Like, it's my
that's
community.
why we had the vote council. Like, that's exactly why we had the voting council, because if we can't agree, then we're just going to vote majority, and whatever majority wins, we go with that. That's the most fair way.
Yeah.
And like, the council was, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think there should have been a council for that. I think the council should be there to ask Apple what he thinks should happen, and he says what should happen, and that's what should happen.
Doesn't work.
I know it doesn't work. I know it doesn't work, and I know in your perspective, it's like, bro, why are we doing all this work for this guy to just say no?
I don't think you understand. No, you're misunderstanding what I mean. It doesn't work. If we did that, a lot of times we need to wait for like a day or two before getting an answer. So when we need to do something which needs to be having an answer quite fast, we can't just wait 1 or 2 days. Like, then again, it's completely normal that he doesn't have time to manage a kingdom. Like, never, like, that's fine. He has his YouTube. That's most important. That's his livelihood, of course. But that's why, like, we cannot repose everything on him. Like, it's a very, very bad idea.
I mean, it's a tough job. Honestly, it's a tough job being the king and also being in another kingdom, and then also doing YouTube, and obviously you guys are running things behind the scenes, so you guys would assume things would work in a certain way because you guys wanted it to be competitive. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, my opinion still stands. I think it should have been a community kingdom from the get-go. I think you guys coming in and like, doing this whole thing that you guys did to make it a bit more competitive, it shouldn't have been the case, because obviously he's not going to stand down. He's not going to be like, oh, okay, you know what? These guys are running the kingdom for me, therefore I should listen to them. No.
Yeah, but we have a kingdom to even talk about right now if I didn't do it.
He would have a dead kingdom. I don't know if it's going to be a competitive one, but his community made the kingdom, no?
No, what happened? Day 1, okay, when he missed a jumper, we didn't have top 2 or top 3 or top 4. Like, there was another project in the thing to get, like, in the kingdom. And if it wasn't for me and the, like, Bala, which was the whale I brought, the kingdom would have just been lost. like I completely dismantled and destroyed all the other like projects and alliances that were there, which by the way were going to just completely take control of the kingdom.
Right, okay. So
Like
you're saying you
from the
saved the
get-go.
kingdom. You guys put in a lot of effort to save the kingdom. I know Bella. Bella's one of your whales, right? Like rank 1 or something
Yeah,
like that.
Kraken, like absolute Kraken. Like
Kraken.
he just
Yeah.
like literally, I just like day one he was already 10 million power. Like I just sent him away, like zeroing everyone who just tried to attack us or do bad to us. And like that's how we got our own project to be the only top 3.
Right.
And like
Okay.
it,
Okay.
it was a lot of work too. Like it was a 2 day straight of just working. When funny enough, just like an hour before I told that I wasn't going to do all that.
Yeah. Makes sense. Just a quick summary for those who joined in late. We're talking with Zephos, the co-king of 3777. 3777 lost their KVK. Zephos wanted to migrate out. Before migrating out, he nuked the alliance credits by topping up passports. And then he dipped. Obviously, I got in contact with him, asking him what's going on. And then he just kind of like, you know, opened up the can of worms and just told me that he wasn't really being treated right as one of the co-kings. He did so much for the kingdom. And he wanted the kingdom to be a competitive one, a winning kingdom that wins KVKs. He did a lot of work behind the scenes to recruit whales and get a lot of people in. But obviously, it clashed with Apocalypse Gaming's idea of having a community-based kingdom where his community basically can come in and talk and enjoy the time, and they don't have to be as competitive. And from the beginning, they had a lot of clashes, clash of ideologies. And obviously, Apo did not like the fact that somebody else was swinging, you know, his you-know-what around and kind of like running the kingdom in his own shoes. And then the other party didn't like that Apo was kind of like semi-AFK, wasn't really looking after the kingdom. They were doing a lot of the work, but then he just comes in and like has the main say in what should happen. And eventually, after this loss of this KVK2, where they got jumped by pretty much everyone, unfortunately, they decided, you know, let's sneak. He decided, I'm gonna just bounce, and I'm gonna nuke the alliance before bouncing. So hopefully that should give you guys a good summary. Yeah, that should give you guys a good summary. Oh, also, as part of this drama, someone, I'm not saying who, I don't know if it's Apple, I don't know who it was. Somebody managed to speak to Lilith, or someone, a contact, who managed to refund the alliance credits, and now the alliance credits is back in action. You know, it's as if it was never nuked, and those guys managed to migrate away. Yo, just a quick question: when you migrate away, are you minus some passports now, or what?
Me? No. It's the alliance itself that is minus the passports.
Right. So the alliance can't actually top up any passports.
Yeah, from what I mean, from what I'm there's like my players that bought the passports didn't get any minus passports, but from what I'm reading and understanding, the alliance itself got the minus passports.
Right. Yeah, and obviously my issue with that was there's been many alliances that got nuked in the past. However many years this game's been running, nobody has ever had the power to contact someone and say, yo, my alliance has been nuked, can you refund it? And then it gets refunded. You know, that would never happen. So I decided, obviously, to just kind of like showcase this, and then obviously, and I'm gonna put this one more time, because I know I'm putting Cheyenne on blast, right? I know I'm putting him on blast, because I kind of want him to know, like, my brother, you can't keep bragging like this. You understand? Like, brother said, I had one phone call, and that phone call solved everything. Like, my brother, it doesn't work that way. You know, you're not that guy. All right, I promise. That was the last time. That's the last time, Shine. But yeah, I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him that made the phone call and then bam, like, you know, did like some crazy, you know, Epstein files type of thing. You know, made one phone call, made the whole thing disappear. You know. He likes attention. Yeah. No, it's not. He doesn't have that power, you know. You're not Epstein, my brother. You know? Oh man, honestly, I like to clown Shine. I have to sometimes. You know, this guy gets a bit. He's like the most toxic jumper guy I know. But we've got this love-hate relationship, me and him. Anyways, guys, you get the point. Hopefully that gave you guys some insight. You know, hopefully it gave you guys, you know, some good information on what happened. Unfortunately, 77 did take this loss. 72 won. 72 is another cracking kingdom. They won by diplomacy. Talk to me about your diplomacy.
Oh, that
Zaphos.
was another nightmare. Yeah, you're going to love this one because
how did everybody jump against you guys? How?
yeah, you're going to love this because you can clown Shan again.
Oh, okay,
so,
so Shine's fault again. Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
So because Saint 2 got nuked, they kind of hated Shan, of course, and because of how hard Shan just like destroyed other king, like he attacked every kingdom near us. Like the kingdom near us just all hated him. The fact that I was able to get us 3 allies, which one of them betrayed us, like day 1, was already amazing. Like even the 74 kings were like, the only reason they didn't ally with 72 because they didn't want to do it like a 1v7 and not get any kill points.
Okay.
Like it was a genuine miracle that we even got some allies because of just how hated we are.
So this loss was Shine's fault because Shine nuked in 2 alliances or 1 alliance in 72?
He nuked at the very least 1 alliance that I'm aware of.
72, and obviously because he nuked 72 alliance, everyone else hated him. Look, I'm not surprised. I used to get DMs from Shion. I'm not gonna leak them because, you know, I don't do that stuff. But I did used to get DMs saying, "Schmuck, if you don't make this video, I'm gonna nuke one of the alliances in that kingdom. Schmuck, if you don't make..." So I know I've had those threats. You know, I've had those. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this guy? Like, what do you mean nuke an alliance in a kingdom? Why is that your first? Why is that your go-to? You know?
That's how we met. He nuked my that's how we met. He nuked my alliance and yeah.
That's how you met. He nuked your alliance, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Yeah. So Cheyenne, you made everyone else hate you guys. I was actually a bit surprised. Like, how did everyone? Because I thought initially that everybody ganged up on you guys because you guys were the strongest kingdom. But usually the strongest kingdom, you kind of get some sly, weak, like allies that will just be like, I'll help you guys out. You know, I'll support you guys and I'll do certain things. Thank you so much, Cookie. Thank you. Cookie, you're an angel. Thank you so much for the €2. Thank you. I appreciate you, Cookie. But yeah, Schmuck, give summary. Freya, this is my 3rd time I gave a summary. Summary. I said shummery. Yeah, 3rd time I gave a summary. I can't do any more summaries. Why does everyone hate them though? Did he nuke 73 alliances too? I'm not sure, but Cheyenne has a history of you know, nuking alliances in jumpers and, you know, doing like crazy toxic stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. You have the most loved person in the community, Apo, and then you have the most hated person in the jumper community, and both of them decided to make 77. And then you have someone who wanted to make it competitive.
Yeah, but at least for 73, Shan is completely innocent for once.
Yeah.
Like 73, they just beefed so hard with 74 because of reward distribution. Like they thought they should get more than half of it. By the way, they were a lot weaker than 74. Because they didn't get more than half of it, they betrayed. Like they were just wild. Like.
Yeah. Respectfully, Shine is just a little toxic who went around talking shit to every KD. Most hated, that's saying a lot considering toxicity in this game. Okay, I'm back. Go Funko. Where were you? Where were we? Well, we got to the point where, you know, we kind of just summarized everything. And we spoke about the diplomacy that happened. And we can all agree that a lot of it was Cheyenne's fault. So is 777 really falling? You answer that for us, Zaphos. Is it falling?
It's going to be basically going to get absolutely like destroyed if they stay in A or BC because everyone still hates them. But if they're able to go in C or DC, they'll be fine for its DC CC kingdom. Like they still have some fighters, but yeah, their issue is that they have too much power for what they're actually able to fight. Like because that was one of our big issues. 77 is filled with deadweights. Like not like that. That's not no one's fault. we didn't have a KVK1. We couldn't filter our dead weights. Half of the kingdom was dead weight, even more. And unfortunately for them, that's mostly what is left, dead weights.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm happy for Apple in the sense that obviously now he can get to actually make the kingdom that he wanted, which was a community kingdom. You know, he can move on. He doesn't have the stress of trying to. I don't know if winning a KVK is part of his goals. Maybe, obviously, winning KVK is always nice, but you know, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to do both competitiveness and community. But I'm happy that at least now he just has his people, you know, his community, the people that he likes, people that get along with him, you know, his chat. So it's good. You know, it's a good step for them. It kind of ends this entire saga of should we be competitive, should we be community, no, we should be both, so on and so forth. Schmuckle Shine, Nuke Shine from ROK. Wait, what am I reading? Yeah, so 3777 proved themselves. Maybe they attract good migration now. Maybe, but you need to remember a lot of the whales left, so it's not really possible. Yeah, a lot of the whales left.
That's. I mean, if they're able to do a good migration job, I would be surprised, but GG's. But yeah, the issue is that they dropped like over 30 billion power kill points.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no worries, man. Listen, my brother Zafus, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming down and speaking, you know, what you had to say. Obviously, I gave my opinion. I've been very, very straightforward. And I kind of just said to you, my brother, from the get-go, you should have stepped down. You should have stepped down because at the end of the day, it is Apo's kingdom. Like,
I should have joined from the start.
Yeah, you shouldn't have joined it from the start. You shouldn't have put in any effort. Yeah, you shouldn't have put in any effort. You shouldn't have tried to make it anything. You know, it should have just been about Apocalypse Gaming, his kingdom, his responsibility, whatever that needs to happen, his team. You know, his team that will run it the way he likes it. That's why I think.
I know.
I don't think.
Should have, at least.
Yeah, I don't think you should have said it in that way. In a way that, you know. I don't think you should have stayed and managed it in the way that you managed it, basically, because
I should have went way earlier.
It would have always made you would have always had clashes because you guys harboring these whales and bringing them from other kingdoms, you're always going to have this clash with Apple because his vision is different from yours. What's going on, my brother Finn Daddy, man? How you doing, my brother, man? Good to see you, man. Everyone joined 377 because of GC. Now they left. There's no loyalty in this game, brother. Yassine says, "Whales migrate together. No high spin is going to go to a losing KD or no the KD." I got a friend who just hopped constantly. Brother, burn money, quit the game a while ago. Schmuck, projects next? Never. I will never, ever, ever do a project, or do a jumper, or do any of that nonsense. Never in my life. Drama, don't let this drama distract you from the fact that Schmuck has the most beautiful eyebrows in the game. Thank you very much, Luffy. 3131, I appreciate it, man. Luffy's been a loyal fan and a glazer of my eyebrows. Thank you so much, Luffy. Schmuck, do we see another stream with Apple and voice? I wish. I did contact Apple, obviously, regarding this. I did ask him if he wanted to say anything, if he wanted to give his input. Obviously, you guys know Apple. I know Apple. He's someone that kind of steers away from drama. So he just said no, he's not interested. I said no problem. You know, it's up to him whether he wants to say his thing. I mean, he's got his own stream. You know, he's always live streaming every night. So if you guys want to ask him questions and he wants to explain himself in his own stream, he could do that. If he wants to jump on my stream, he's more than welcome to jump on my stream. I wanted Cheyenne to jump on the stream as well to explain his side, but I don't know, man. Right now, I'm just thinking twice about that. You know, I'm not gonna force him to come in. I just heard this brother nuked an alliance. I went and asked him why, and then he said, "Oh, this is why." I said, "Okay, let me cover it. Here's what happened." And obviously, I said what I had to say, and things I agree with and I don't agree with. And yeah, and you guys already know my opinion on this, so I'm not going to repeat this. My only thing that I would say is a bit shady is the refunding of the alliance credits. I know Apple's my boy. I know it's his kingdom. But I don't know who made this deal possible to refund alliance credits. I just don't think it's right. Unless they do it to every other kingdom. That's it. If you do it to every other kingdom, no problem. And it should be done for every other kingdom, because no kingdom should ever experience their alliance being blown out by an L4 that's upset. Yeah, it shouldn't be the case. It's happened to me, it's happened to many people before, and they didn't get a refund. You shouldn't be able to get a refund, and you shouldn't have flipping Cheyenne, the Egyptian jumper guy, going around bragging about being able to do one phone call to get it undone. That shouldn't be the case, right? It's not the first time credits have been refunded. I would love to hear which kingdom you're talking about, Fruit Guy. Please send it through, because if you can't send it through, you clear so much misconceptions. DM me, my brother, yeah? DM me, bro. DM me. I would love to know what other kingdom, because I asked the chat. I said, guys, before I say anything, has there ever been a time where a kingdom's alliance credits has been nuked, and then someone made a phone call and it was basically refunded? You know, like, it's a sleeper jumping out. Can't mean this way. Yeah, that's my only issue. My only issue is that. And then other than that, I completely agree with Apo's choices and decisions, in a sense that it's his kingdom, he made it, he started it all, and you know, like, you're gonna always clash with him if you have different decisions. If you want to make it competitive, you don't really have that say, if that makes sense. It's impossible, because 3777 is Apocalypse Gaming. Apocalypse Gaming is 7777, if that makes sense. Well, it's not the first time, right? Before, one got nuked and it got reset. If that's the case, then you know, it should be for everyone. I know for a fact my old alliance had their alliance credits nuked and they denied the refund. Yeah, I had someone who had contacts with Charles Martels. So multiple people, VIP 18 guys, back in the day when VIP 18 was the biggest thing, all contacted. Yo, our alliance was nuked. Can you please help us out? No, you can't help. You have to basically go and make all your farms, jump in the alliance, spend all their credits, build one troop flags, and recover like every other person recovers. Does that make sense? He said he's Lebanese. Oh yeah, Egyptian, Lebanese, same thing.
No, Egyptian is Apo. The Egyptian is Apo.
Oh, so Shan is not Egyptian, yeah?
Yeah, no. When they were saying Egyptian, they were talking about Apo, not Shan.
Oh, no. When I'm saying Egyptian, I'm talking about Sean.
yeah, no. He's Lebanese.
No. Okay. Makes sense. All right, fair enough. It's because you don't have major spenders or someone important asking, says Akil. Akil, maybe you're right. Maybe my spenders were just not enough of spenders. My VIP 18 with Charles Martel, they maybe needed Julius Caesar. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they just didn't spend enough. Maybe that's why we didn't get ours refunded. But in my case, there's other levels of Martel. Some wheels got priority status. Yeah, so maybe I don't know. I feel like that's shady. You know, if you're gonna do it to one kingdom, do it for all the kingdoms. You know, 58, such a throwback. Yeah, 58 as well. 58 had Kim, what's it called? Not Kim. What's his name? Kim something. He's like a whale in 1960, and then he went to 2377. He drops gold chests every day, and even he couldn't get sorted. You think 377 will do well as a two-main alliance KD? Nah, they'll have to shift into one alliance eventually, but they'll do fine for now, you know? Laughing, but that's just unfair. Look at Arvix, man, unfair. Bro shouldn't have gotten his accounts back. Yeah, Goldfish Kim, that's it. Goldfish Kim spends, drops like 20 gold chests every day in 2377. And still, he was in 58 when their alliance show got nuked. He couldn't do anything. Anyways, guys, look, it's been good covering 3777. We're now gonna quickly look at the betrayal of. Where's the other kingdom? Where is it? Where's the other? Oh, the other Bomber Clock kingdom. What is Bomber Clock? Let me see. 3555, I think it was. When's the KVK betrayal schmuck? Feels one-sided. 3555, that's it. So there's a betrayal over here. This is the other story. Look, brother Zayfa, sorry, I don't want to hold you up, my brother. Thank you for jumping on. Take it easy, my brother. And yeah, good luck in your next kingdom, my bro.
Yeah, thanks.
No
Have
worries,
a great
man.
day.
No worries. Take care. Take care. That was Brother Zaphus. Wasn't Turbo guy in 3358? Yeah. Turbo was there as well. That 3358, their alliance got nuked. I made a whole drama about it. And obviously they didn't get it back. This drama. Let's quickly look at what we have for this drama. So essentially we had fire allied with water against wind and earth. And then fire lost their zone 5. Yes, they lost their zone 5 to earth. Water lost their zone 5 to wind. And then fire and wind decided to ally and switch teams. Now I don't know why fire, I don't know why, well I know why wind would switch. Wind would switch if, let's say, Earth's DKP is higher than Earth, than themselves. If their DKP beat theirs, that's why wind would switch. I don't know why fire would switch. Maybe fire thought, you know what, we lost our KVK, we lost our zone, both of us lost our zone, so therefore we need to switch, you know. And yeah, they switched sides, and now you've got Earth trying to sandwich fire. Earth and water's trying to sandwich fire, and then you also have wind obviously pushing from this side, betraying their allies and whatnot. Obviously we kind of need an insight, so I'm gonna get one of the brothers to jump on and explain exactly what happened. But yeah, that's that. Guys, do you like the stream though? Do you like the stream, man? Come on guys, I'm giving you guys drama. I'm not drinking enough water. Yeah, I'm holding this mask on my face. I'm sweating like crazy. Was this a legit betrayal or was it a fair swap of allies? No, legit betrayal. Legit betrayal. What's going on, my brother Jovi, man? Finally these guys are going crazy in the chat game. Yeah, they were, man. I was getting pinged like by 50 different guys. Saying, yo, we got betrayed. Yo, schmuck, you're a schmuck. How did the uncontested zone 5s go? That's a bit tough. So essentially, wind beat water and earth beat fire. These guys are like, oh man, we're losing, bro. Like, yo, what do we do, man? Like, we're you know, we need something to happen. And then they swapped allies. But apparently it's a betrayal. It's a betrayal. So let's get the brother on, and he could tell us how it was a betrayal, and also he shared some screenshots of what was going on. Here we go. So essentially, water did contact fire and said, look, let me just show you guys real quick. Which KVK betrayal? Just look up 35555. That's the KVK. That's the KVK. Yeah, so dear fire camp, as we hear some rumors, we would like to communicate with you guys. Going to drop us for wind camp, so if you tell us there would be no need for fights, we'll retreat the zone, we'll wait until KVK ends. Rumors are not true, we'll continue to play with you guys for Kingsland and win this battle. If it was a fair switch, right? If this was a fair switch, as Kem said, Kem STC, then they wouldn't need to send this. Obviously there's some backdoor deals happening for them to send this. And then they decided this behind the scene. Just a follow up. Maybe they have everyone turned off. Hey guys, we've been communicating with Win for a few days and decided it'll be in interest of both camps to work together in Kingsland. Does that mean like... Wait, what? To work together in Kingsland? That means we're not going to betray them. Right? That means we're not going to betray them. Like that's basically saying, yo, we're on we're on the same page now. We're still on the same, you know. But Dutch Leonidas, he's a nice guy. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna quickly read some of the chat. The brother better not be from 3555. I don't know where he's from. Yo, my brother, what kingdom are you in?
I'm the king of 355.
Oh, he is 3555. Shit. No, I'm joking. Alright, yeah. Let's go over this, my brother. Give me a summary, and then I would love to get like Fire's side as well. I would love to get Fire's side.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Give me a summary. I'm gonna be contacting some of the guys from Fire.
Alright. So this morning, when I woke up, I saw messages from the Vietnamese brothers from Fire Camp saying that there was a plan to betray Walter Camp this morning, and that Win was in on it, and we decided to confront Fire about this, and they like didn't reply to us for like the first hour, and then basically they started to say that that they were going to ally with the Win Camp and attack both of us, and they wanted us, Walter Camp, to sit in the zone 6, and we'd be given free farming if we agreed to that, and they would all attack Earth. So obviously we did not want to do that, and war broke out again in the past 7 and in the zone 4 or zone 5, and that's how we got here.
Okay, I'm getting news that Earth was talking to Fire about betraying Wind, so Wind allied with Fire instead. Why is everyone trying to ally with Fire and not ally with Water? Like, what's wrong with you guys? Why is everyone trying to team up with Fire to go against the rest?
Because with the current data we have right now, Water Camp is first in DKP, and Fire is not. And so if Wind, who is second in DKP, allies with Fire, then Wind would get to keep the star, and Fire would get to win the KVK, and
Right.
they would send Earth and Water back to Home Kingdom.
Right. Send you back to where you came from, yeah? Do you have the stats? Do you have anything you can share with me? The stats, the matchmaking?
I have the stats for with deads and everything. It's updated about a day and a half to 2 days ago, because we don't have any of the recent like scans. We have everything before then.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just find that for you real quick.
Send it to me. What's going on, my brother
you.
Diamonds? How you doing, my brother, man? Maya, tell Schmuck to pay you in Flux. Being a mod is a job. Maya hasn't been a mod in a while. This is the first time I've seen Maya in like 6 months. Yeah, I haven't. This is actually the first time I've seen Maya in a very, very long time. Yo, Carl, why are you so silent?
I sent it to you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. So what is ahead in terms of DKP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then Wind, and then Fire, and then Earth. This is as of 2 days ago, before the past 7 war.
Okay, so 2 days ago before past 7. And then, yo, we're gonna quick subby 1 second.
I put on the mask.
Yo, my brother Ruz. Yo, he said 3777 mentioned. Brother Ruz, you missed it, man. You missed it, my brother. Thank you for the donation, my brother, but you missed it. Like the past hour or so, I've just been talking about 3777. We literally
3777 mentioned.
Yeah, we literally just switched the topic to this kingdom's betrayal. So if you want to look back, you can read, you could basically see everything that's happened. Yeah, you can catch up on some stuff. So I do apologize, my brother Ruz, man, but thank you for the donation, my brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, they did speak about this. They did mention you, by the way. Your name was mentioned. You were solving problems, internal issues. But yeah, look, as for this KVK betrayal, you're saying to me, what's your name again, my brother?
Physics.
Physics, you're saying to me, the reason why Water decided to ally with Fire is because Wind is ahead in DKP, and they decided if they allied with you guys...
No, Fire allied with Wind.
Okay, so Fire allied with Wind, but someone said Wind allied with Fire because there was talks about Fire allying with Earth or something like that.
Yeah. Fire started talks earlier this morning. It appears with the enemy camp of the Wind.
Okay.
And we learned this from the Vietnamese group. And the screenshots were showed to us, and they wanted to push us out. And I think I don't know their thought process. They didn't really explain it. They just tried to get us to sit out and basically leave KVK, but we didn't do that.
Sure.
And yeah, so they wanted to push us out. And so that's why we were allies with Earth now camp, trying to push them out of the Zone 7.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Guys, I don't normally do this because usually I come well prepared with my streams, especially betraying ones. I did want to make this mostly about 3777, but this KVK betrayal literally happened 20 minutes before I decided to make this stream. But guys, if you are in any of these kingdoms, the ones that we're betraying, i.e. fire, let me just quickly show you guys. If you're in earth or fire, or if you're in wind or fire, please can you speak to your leadership and just let me know like what's going on. Like tell them to send me a message. Tell them to send me their perspective. I would really love to hear their perspective. If you're not in any of these kingdoms, please can you help me out? You know, like I said, I don't normally do this because I usually get the information beforehand. Help me out, DM some of these guys. You know, just tell them, why is there a betrayal? Why are you betraying? And then just send me some screenshots or tell them to contact me. Please, guys, yeah? It's going to be very hard for me to do this whilst I get some of these answers. Which camp do you think will win? I'll be honest with you, my bro. I don't know what's going on, but from the screenshots, it seems like Water is saying if fire allies with wind, they're just going to give them the win. Is that the case? Physics, or is that your name? Yeah, Physics?
So yeah. So fire gave the justification that so there was a flag left over from the Zone 5 that, you know how we lost Zone 5. Wind didn't take down one of our flags, and a member teleported and solo filled it. He was 100 million and he did that. And they tried to say that we were trying to cheat DKP, and and we agreed to take it off of the DKP scan if we won KVK. And so that's what they're trying to use, even though we agreed that we would take it off. And after an altar, which another reason that Wind and Earth broke up is because Earth was worried about losing the DKP, and so they said DKP would only be decided during Pass 7 and Kingsland, and not Zone 5 and not the altars. And so Wind did not show up to the altar fight, and some of the members wanted to fight. So we built in trying to drain them because they have a Silver Imperium, and we're trying to get rid of they have a lot of troops. And so we tried to fight them, and Fire pinged us and basically said, hey, this isn't okay because we can't do this, even though they could.
Right.
This shouldn't count for DKP, send everybody back, yada yada. We ended up sending everybody back and not counting it in the DKP. And I can go in the camp Discord and send
that'd be nice, because if that means you guys, because I was gonna say to you, obviously building out and trying to fight them and stuff during the altars would cause problems. That usually has caused a lot of problems before, because a lot of people are very aware of stat padding and, you know, using other means of getting DKP. But if you guys willingly said, you know what, no problem, we'll just go back, you know, we don't want to cause any issues, so we'll just you know, we'll go back and we won't count any DKP from the zone, then that shouldn't be a problem. Like, why has Fire still decided to team up with Wind? I'm still looking for a proper reason. So 12,
yeah, I'm getting
18.
those screenshots for you now.
12-18, yeah. We've got Danny, Mr. Nice Guy. Let me ask him. Why did you guys betray? Guys, please, if you're in this game, just try to get in contact with some of the guys in Fire. And let's see. Wait. Why do I recognize this?
I sent you 2
WOC.
screenshots.
Daddy. What kingdom is the 3571? Yo, Gabby, isn't this your kingdom? I remember this kingdom. Didn't I cover a betrayal with this kingdom, where this kingdom got betrayed? Isn't this Karma's kingdom? I know some of the guys in here. King of 1218 is huge. Quantum. Thank you for subscribing, my brother Cesar Alvarez. Yeah, my No, Gabby is an older kid. Gabby pinged you about this. Oh, it was my kingdom before. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Princess. Like I said, I was getting ready to stream the 3777 drama, and I was getting pinged about this drama. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna do both. You know, I'm just gonna do both at the same time. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Alright, Brother Psycho, I'm just gonna quickly share this in the screen. Yo, Gabby, what happened? Once you leave that kingdom, they all became betrayers? And games contacted you, did their own thing, don't even know what happened until it happened? Yes, please, that'd be nice. Get Naruto to contact me and we can maybe get to the bottom of this, yeah? See why your old kingdom, which did get betrayed before, is betraying others. You know? I had to cover you guys as betrayal and show everyone why you guys were innocent. Gabby, play with your connections, Habibti. Yes, please. I'm disappointed as well. Yeah, no, it's a shock. Honestly, it's a shock. 12-18 are the goats, says Ellie. Right, so in fire camp, 12-18, I don't care about the sets. Obviously, waste of troops, so both of us lost zone 5. They burned our flag. People teleported back. So, where in this do you actually say that? Oh, stats don't count anyway, though. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. So this was about the person that was filling the flag, right?
Yep, correct.
So you guys said his stats are not going to count. The person that was filling the flag, no problem. And then this guy goes, "Hey guys, is it any possible to explain why you guys wasted troops, resources, pointless MGE whilst losing zone 5? Are you guys not interested to win this KVK anymore? Not only this is not only beneficial towards winning the KVK, it also creates a unfair advantage in terms of DKP. What do you mean? Win did a tactical auto withdraw and we did a tactical zone 5 invade. Both sides gets normal trades." So they didn't want to go into the altar because they hang on a second. I might know what kingdom this is. Don't tell me this is AJ's kingdom. Is AJ the king or one of the kings in
Wind, yes.
AJ is one of the kings.
He's king in one of the wind
Oh my god. Oh, my brother AJ, man. You know what? He contacted me about this whole thing 2 days ago, telling me what he should do. Where is it? What kingdom is that? Do you know?
21-23.
21-23. Where are they? VL-23. That's the one, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
VS-23. VS-23.
VS-23. Okay. So AJ decided to ally with fire, right? Oh man, okay, yeah. I know a little bit more context now. All right, I don't need. No, I didn't ignore him. I actually hopped on a voice call with him. He said before I do my crazy move, which is this, as you guys can see, he wanted my opinion. He wanted my opinion, and he wanted to know if he was gonna be, you know, it's gonna be counted as betrayal. I told him my opinion of things. I told him what happened and why, but I now know why Wind is betraying Earth. Why Fire is betraying you guys, I don't think that's justified, I'll be honest with you. I think you guys have been very fair with Fire removing the stats when they needed you to remove the stats and everything else. But why Wind betraying what's it called, Earth? I completely understand why that happened now. Okay. He said, if we betray, can you please not cover me? I wouldn't do that, and now we're here. No. Champ, that didn't happen, actually. He said to me he wanted my opinion on this whole KVK and whether he would be in the right if he betrayed. Right, there he is, my brother AJ, man. Flipping hell, this guy. I should have known. I should have known this was going to happen. He wanted my opinion. I said to him, here's where you're wrong and here's where you could be right. And I said, in the court of law, right, you would be counted as the ones betraying, because you didn't make it clear. And I said in King's Codex's eyes, because you know they cover betrayals as well, you're gonna be covered as the ones betrayal. Yeah. So essentially, the reason why, I know now why Wind betrayed Earth. The reason why Wind betrayed Earth is because Wind did so many compromises to basically remove stats. Anyone that basically fed DKP, anyone that purposely like started rallying or started getting rallied, they removed the DKP from that person. But they saw some videos of Earth taking rallies, right? I'll show you really quickly. I've actually got the screenshots. Man, this is crazy because I didn't know this is gonna be covered. But yeah, I'm sorry to Water, because you guys have basically been caught by the crossfire, right? Because this whole thing really is Wind and Earth having a go at each other. Fire just like probably got a tempting deal from Wind, and they accepted it. Right?
Yeah, they spoke this morning about it. I can't show most of the screenshots, but due to the owner. But yeah, they said that this morning, effectively.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me just contact AJ, man. This guy is a troublemaker, man. Jump on my stream. This guy is a troublemaker, man. Honestly, AJ. By the way, guys, if you don't know AJ, there was another betrayal that I covered. This is how I met him. He betrayed another kingdom. And this was an official betrayal, and he jumped on stream and he told me his reasoning. Now AJ doesn't mess around when it comes to stat padding, or when he sees anyone in a anyone in his allies camps that are stat padding. By the way, he doesn't agree with it. Like, he basically shuts it down straight away. And if you tell him,
it doesn't matter who we are. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Yo, my brother Furious, thank you so much, man, with the €6, man. Brother, I already covered the 3777 drama, my brother. Much love to you, my brother, man. My brother Furious, we're in the same kingdom now. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
3777? Bro, not after I dropped 2 vids promoting them. Wilted Flower loudly crying. By the way, much love to brother Schmuck.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Legend, man. If you guys don't know brother Furious, get to know, man. He's a legend in the game, you know? That's my brother right there. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Listen, my brother Psycho, I appreciate you coming on, my brother. I appreciate you sharing your perspective, but genuinely, bro, I don't even think you guys had any options here. I think you guys were going to get betrayed mainly because of Wind and Earth's drama. Mainly because of Earth and Wind's drama. You guys are just like, you're caught in a crossfire, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's an unfair situation, I do agree. But mainly because of Earth and Wind basically arguing over stat padding, right? So they were just arguing over stat padding. Wind is a smaller camp. Let me just show you real quick. I'm trying to find the conversation with me and AJ and the multiple servers. But yeah, you can explain what you want to explain, my brother. If you have anything else you want to say, I'm going to just quickly put your screenshot on the chat, on the screen. But yeah, you can explain what you need to explain, my brother Psycho, man. Man, flipping AJ.
Yeah.
Where is it? AJ. I have his chat somewhere. What do you have to say to Fire, brother Psycho? I can't find it anymore. I think AJ deleted the chat. Yeah. I think AJ deleted the chat. He's gonna hop on stream later on. I know this guy. He wants to explain himself. But just to give you guys a bit of context, Wind and Earth were obviously allies. Wind from the get-go said to Earth, "Listen, we're trying to win the star. Please, if there's any problems between us, can we address it, both of us? If there's any problems that arises." Because they betrayed before, They betrayed before, and in a previous KVK, and their reasoning was the other team was stat padding. They were basically feeding DKP. And I came in and I had a stream and I had AJ come on and AJ was explaining things. And I said to AJ, why didn't you address it there and then? Why didn't you address the stat padding there and then? Why did you accumulate all of this evidence and then drop it at the very end in Kingsland? Because that makes you look suspicious. Because it makes you look like you just betrayed at the very end when, you know, you could have just said from the get-go, you guys were stat padding. So in this KVK, he made sure to speak to Earth and say to them, listen, if there's any problems that arises, we need to contact each other straight away and address it. And AJ, which is Wind right now, who cleared their zone, saw that Earth was taking rallies and basically boosting their DKP. And when he tried to address it, and he tried to say to them, yo, what's going on, guys? Like, if this ever happens in my kingdom, I'm going to kick any player that ever does this. And it's true. I respect him for that. He doesn't allow any stat padding in his own kingdom or his own camp. He'll shut it down straight away. But he told them that. He told Earth Camp that. And then Earth was like calling him a crybaby. And they're like, it's not that deep. It's, you know, it's not that big of a situation. You know, we'll take rallies from whoever we want. It's our accounts, that type of talk. He felt a bit disrespected. And then obviously from there, he contacted me and said, look, here's what's happening. These guys are basically not compromising and they're being a bit disrespectful. And then also another incident happened with their altars where Earth approached them and said, do you mind like taking away the DKP from the pass? From the altars for both of us? And then Wind basically said, okay, we're going to be good allies. We're going to agree to that. No problem. That's fine. Both of us, or both our DKP's gone. But as Water said, they did try to push out when Wind didn't go to their altar. And then Wind went and tried to basically fight them and basically, you know, push them back in, lock them back in. Wind contacted Earth and said, look, these guys pushed out and they basically disturbed us. We had to go lock them back in. Can we include that in the DKP? Earth said, no, we're not going to include that in the DKP. And now this caused this betrayal. And that's why AJ spoke to me a few days ago saying, am I going to be in the right? Am I going to be in the wrong? Obviously, only he can share the sort of follow-up of what happened. But yeah, this is the second betrayal my brother AJ is in. He can obviously come on and hop on and explain the situation. 21-23 is not looking good right now, brother AJ. It's not looking good. But yeah, listen, my brother Psycho, I'm not gonna keep you here for too long. I appreciate you coming on and explaining your side of the story. I genuinely think Fire betrayed you guys. I don't know, like, because maybe they thought the KVK is not winnable, so they just don't want to, like, you know, like they just want rewards now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and they told us that we would not get anything and we would sit in zone 6, and so we obviously don't want to do that. Just sit back and be like pawns, you know. So
yeah,
that's why we did that. And they were like increasingly aggressive. Like this guy 40, who you saw in the screenshots, he'd like always come at us for like no reason. And so they were also like really aggressive towards us.
Yeah. So I think what happened was, you guys were in a situation with your allies, they were in a situation with their allies, and then they decided to switch sides. They weren't happy with obviously how the KVK was going to be a loss, and it was like a mutual agreement between Wind and Fire. They were like, both our allies are getting cooked. Yeah, so
Yep.
let's switch. So yeah, no worries, man. Thank you so much, my brother Psycho, man. I appreciate you coming on and obviously explaining your side of the things and being patient with me. Freya said I made you wait too long. Is that true? Did I make you wait too long?
No, you're good. I've been leading the ball most of the time while you were talking about 3777.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad, my brother. Hopefully you guys get
No, you're good.
a W. Maybe Earth can maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but hopefully you know, it works out for you guys. At least you guys can burn fire. You know, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Because they just decided to betray you guys for no reason. Brother Fitsit decided to contact me. Hello, Windcamp. Many people will keep up with many surprises, but I will keep this situation briefly. I'll explain the situation briefly for everyone to understand. First important information, most important one is we officially exchanged our allies. This will still be a 2v2. I'll explain to you that I'll explain the reason is unexpected because Earth agreed about comparing DKP to get the rewards and the KVK. But since Zone 5 opened, we discovered that Earth was cheating DKP, just like I said, betraying the DKP agreement. They buff killed, increased their points lots during MGE, and there was no battle happening in the map. Blah blah blah. They basically explained the situation. Yeah, contacted Naruto as well. No problem. Like I said, I think Fire just allied with Wind because they just want rewards. They want to spice it up, and I think Water was part of the crossfire. I generally think the whole beef is literally Wind and Earth. It's nothing to do with Fire and Water. Yeah, it's nothing to do with them. They were just part of the crossfire. Fire just decided to betray to get extra rewards. Yeah, makes sense. All right, my brother Psycho, I'm gonna let you go, man. Take it easy, my brother.
Alright, see you, bro.
Cheers. I can join Discord and show you everything. Yes, add me on my Discord, my brother. Add me on my Discord. My Discord should be spammed in the chat right now. It says here, discord.gg King Schmuck. I'm streaming. Yo, KVK. Jump on call if you can. Yeah, I'm gonna try find the conversation with AJ and I. But he showed me everything. Right? He showed me everything. To why he basically decided to do this move. I just can't find it, man. Do you reckon he deleted the group? Like, is that why I can't find it? Let's see. I found it. Right. So this is one of the things. I'll show you guys real quick. I'm in. DM me, my brother. DM me. DM me. I'm gonna just say something random in my chat. DM me. Right. So here's what happened. I've got the screenshots now, guys. We should be good. Let me just close all the tabs to the right. Here's what happened. So like I said, AJ is very serious when it comes to statting, basically pat statting, which is basically feeding yourself's DKP. He's very serious. He's on job. He doesn't like it happening in his own allies. He doesn't like it happening in, you know, in the other side. So when he sees it happening, straight away he'll address it. And he learned from his mistake, and his mistake was he didn't address it in his previous betrayal. But now he's basically on job, right? He basically caught lots of screenshots of Earth basically boosting their DKP by taking in rallies or rallying someone who was online, who was like over 100-something million power, and they just kept rallying him apparently, right? And when they addressed it, when they tried to tell him what's going on, why are you doing that, let me see. Okay, AJ is gonna hop on call in a minute as well. Hello, Paulina. I'm gonna get Paulina on to explain her side of the story while I sort these screenshots out. AJ is gonna jump on, but Paulina, you can jump on as well. Let me just quickly sort out the screenshots. Yeah, guys, honestly, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen because he did call me earlier and said, "Am I in the right? Am I in the wrong? I'm a king in 52." Hello, Paulina. Hello. Yo, what's going on, my brother?
All good, thank you. So I want to answer of the last screenshot. When you see the screenshot when I rally Danny, it's because Danny start to rally my flag. So for let him stop rally, I started to rally the city.
Okay, sorry. You're
Yes.
from Earth, right? You're rallying Danny,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool.
That's all. And if we have to say everything, AJ asked us to give him a free star without DKP because he want a half moon.
He wants
He
what, sorry?
legit asked us. He wanted the half moon. I don't know how to say. 5 star of KVK.
Yeah, no. I remember he's told me that he contacted you guys, and he said he's someone who wants who basically, because he's the weaker camp in your alliance, he said that shouldn't really determine whether he doesn't get the start or not. So he contacted you and said, can he get a DKP boost for Zone 5 because they're the weaker camp and then they're going to get less fights. And they're fighting a weaker camp, so they're going to get less fights. And then you guys said to them, no. You guys said, no, well, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get a DKP boost. Obviously, he tried his luck there. They said no.
Wait. We never boost DKP, and I told you why. The first reason is fire after 2 zones of fight retreat, and we according of take a scan for 2 days, and we never fight anymore after 2 days. We don't do trade for tide. We don't do nothing. We legit burn fire and close him in Z4. After it, we prepare for pass 7, and water decided to attack the wind. And he asked us if he can take the stats of the 3rd day and the stats when water attack wind. We said to him, it's not fair because we are not fighting with the fire, and if we are not fighting at pass 7, you can take it. But if we fight at least 1 day at pass 7, we take the stats of pass 7. We take 1 day, 1 altar for stats, and we give him a free altar when we fight 3 altars. So we count only 1 altar. So we legit never take a boost of DKP. We never cheating on nothing, and he used the same excuse of last KVK, and he got reporting of on King Codex. The same excuse.
Yeah,
cheating on DKP.
Yeah, I remember. It's the same thing that happened last time because I covered it. That's how I know him. I know him from the previous Betrayal where he obviously accused his allies for padding stats and increasing, his DKP stats, their DKP stats, and then he managed to get a Betrayal off there. And now he kind of contacted me about this before it happened. Now, I want to understand something. That Zone 5 where they basically got pushed, did you guys agree that they can take the DKP of that? They could take it if there's no past 7 fights? Is that what you said?
We are according only for 2 days in of Zone 5. Only for 2 days, and they accepted.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. And when they pushed out in the altar, right? So when there was supposed to be an altar, water pushed out in the Zone 5. Do they get the DKP for that?
No.
They don't get a DKP with that. So you guys said to them, no DKP for that. It's just a Zone 5. You guys shouldn't push them, or what? Like, should they not get the DKP?
And they said to us, you don't need to do trade for the tide because fire don't fight. So if we don't trade and don't fight with the fire, why they have to take the stats of the 3rd day?
Right.
We are according before Z5.
Okay, and then you guys decided, because moving forward, fire and water decided they're not going to actually fight. You guys decided if there's a past 7 fight, you guys will record DKP. If there's no past 7, you won't record DKP.
We said if we fight at least 1 day at past 7, we don't count the DKP of the 3rd day of Z5 and other DKP. And they never answer on it.
They never answer.
They never answer, and they started to according with fire.
Okay.
without
okay.
said nothing.
Right.
At least we give a free altar. We do 3 altar and we got only 1 altar of DKP.
He told me that both you guys' altars were removed from DKP, not just
Yes.
yours. Yeah, both of you guys. Like every altar that was removed
No,
from you
ju-
guys
just-
was also removed from them.
No. 1 altar we got DKP, the first altar, and after the 2 altars we don't count DKP.
After the 2 altars, you don't count the DKP. Why
Yes,
is that the case?
Because he asked us for a free altar, the second altar. He got a free altar. The third altar, we fight another time with the fire. So we fight 3 times with the fire and got only 1 altar of DKP.
Was it not you guys that wanted the free altar, the second one?
Yes, we take the third altar of a free altar, and we still fight on the fire, and we never cry or something about DKP. And he talk about MGA, but we never do nothing about MGA. MGA was in the altar, and we ask for no DKP.
Okay. So the issue is, here's the issues that he approached me with. There's been a couple of times where he approached you guys to make obviously DKP a bit more realistic and maybe helpful in their favor, because they're not going to get much fights in their zone. And they also compromised obviously by removing 1 extra day from them, because they had 3 days of zone 5 fighting. You guys had 2 days. You guys cleared up your zone quicker. And they removed the last day. And then he also said he made a deal with you guys for Dark Altars, where neither of you guys basically get the DKP. I don't know how it was. Maybe he needs to jump on and remind me. But when he tried to ask you guys for a bit of compromise, because he knows that Water basically gave up, and
Wait. I told you what he asked to us. He asked to take DKP of third day and after when water start to attack wind. So he want to take DKP about this day. But if we got a path, an accord, I don't know how to say it, and we respect it because we push fire in Z4, so we don't give a chance to fire to fight another day. Why you have to take the third day of DKP?
Right,
It's unfair.
No, I agree. It would be unfair to take an extra day of DKP.
At least we have a tide of iron tide for attack, and we don't do 1 single trade. At least they said to us, you don't need to do trade, and we don't do it. And when you see the screen of the rally on Danny, I have 3 rally on Danny, and I said if you want to take out this kill point on DKP, I save the 3 screen so you can remove it on DKP, and I have it too.
Yeah,
so they have legit no motivation for betray us, only for take star. They are scared to lose star about DKP.
Okay, and as for that rally that was that you were sending to Danny, you guys agreed to remove the DKP from that?
Yes, we do it. We do, and I show you the path of between water, between wind and earth. Look at this. I show you in PM. You can show it on YouTube.
This was the agreement. Yeah, no, I saw this agreement. 1 second, let me just take a screenshot because I can't show Discord right now. So this was the agreement, and obviously what was said to me was 1 second, I'm just gonna quickly share it here. I'm gonna send it back to you and then I'm gonna play it on the screen.
Okay.
Boom.
At least if you see in this agreement, we have first 3 altar, and he asked to remove the second altar, so we remove the second and the third altar, and we give him a second altar free. And we are Europe players, so we have to fight the second altar in the night, and we already do this, and we asking nothing.
Yeah. Was it not you guys that proposed for the second free altar?
No, he asked to us, so we said, okay, you want a second altar free? Well, okay, we don't take the second and the third altar, so it's fair for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Schmuck, seems like this guy's telling the truth. I don't doubt that, Princess. I feel like he's telling the truth, but I wanna just. I feel like
honestly, I'm not joining this chat for saying I'm the best player we are or something. But I think it's important. Everyone can say what happened.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's easy said okay they do this and they are bad. I don't think it's fair. So he said his version. So now I said my point.
Okay, makes sense. Let's see if we can get brother AJ on call. It would be nice to hear sort of his side. Because I remember he jumped on before, he jumped on voice with me. He said to me, look man, and he explained the situation, but honestly, it's a bit fuzzy in my head. Like I'm kind of just forgetting a few things, so that's why I can't really fact check you on a few things properly. So it would be nice for him to jump on call so he can explain the situation properly. But from what I remember correctly, he said that he compromised a lot in his sense, that he kind of like did a lot to remove any additional stats from obviously the extra days that he had in Zone 5. He did a few things in the altar to help you guys out, and a few other things basically. But because Water and Fire decided to give up past 7, I think he approached you guys and said, can we have that third day for Zone 5? And then you guys said no, and then that was it.
Yes, it's true. We said if Water won't join past 7, we can talk about this. But if we do one day of fight in past 7, we take the stats about agreement, and they never answer about this.
Right.
After this, they never answer about this.
So you offered them if they don't fight past 7 for one day, they can keep that Zone 5 DKP.
Yes.
Okay, that seems
We
kind
said
of fair.
we said if we don't fight at past 7, because Water said in chat, Earth will win the star, we don't feed the wind. One player of Water said this, and after this they go mad. So they create a chat with Pinorco and Killer, two kings of 1452. After this, they ask about the third day and other stats. And we said, if we fight just one day at past 7, we take the stats about agreement. If Water won't join past 7, you can talk about the stats out of the scan. So the third day and the fight when the Water starts to push wind in Z5.
Okay.
And they never answer about this. And today we find they start to ally with the Fire, because the Fire don't like Water about give upping or something else.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think he's fine. I don't know about Water or Fire, but we never cheating about nothing.
Yeah. No worries, man. No worries, my brother. Look, I don't know. Like I said, I need to get the full picture on my head. I'm literally just like, as you're speaking, I'm reading some of the screenshots that were sent across, because I was approached about this. So I do apologize if I'm not really asking the right questions. Like I said, this sort of betrayal came as a surprise at first, because I was supposed to do 3777's drama, and then and I heard this betrayal happened, and I thought it was about Fire betraying Water. But then I realized actually this is AJ's kingdom, and I know AJ spoke to me about this maneuver that he was going to do a few days ago, And then I was like, oh snap, this isn't even about water and fire. This is about wind and earth and their disagreement. So I'm a bit like flustered with the information I was provided. So obviously I apologize, my brother, if I'm not getting things
No,
right.
it's okay, bro. It's not your fault. But by the way, for let you think this, we after we see they betray us, we we don't take past 7 and start to push them. They take past 7 and they start to push us. We still fight versus fire.
Right, so whilst you were fighting fire, wind took your past 7 and then they start pushing you guys. Is that what you're saying, yeah?
Yes, we still fight versus fire.
Right.
We join now past 7 because they start to push us.
And water didn't want to push wind? Like, what happened with water?
I don't know. I think water started to fight with fire on past 7 too.
Okay. Yeah, so they
because
because
the water started to attack the fire, and the fire go fight with water. But after we know it, we still fight after versus fire.
Yeah. No, I saw you guys fighting with fire. I thought earth and water decided to jump fire because fire decided to betray everyone. But yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy what's happening in your KVK. Listen, man, I appreciate you coming in, man.
Honestly, if I was wind, after they ask us a 3-star without DKP, we think they try to betray us, because when they see the stats, we are near in stats, so they are scared to lose the star of DKP.
Wait, so
and after the
how did they try to ask? How did they try to ask for star without DKP? I don't get that part.
I mean, after Z5, we have a bit low DKP versus wind. After the altar, we do too much DKP, so I think they are scared to lose star for DKP. And they started to ask about the third day or something, blah blah blah. When we said after 1 day of past 7, if they fight, they they legit don't answer us and start to according with the fire. So they think this, I think, too much days ago.
Yeah. They did think about this from some time. Obviously, like I said, I had a conversation with AJ already, and he was explaining to me how he feels like you guys were being unfair and not really being, you're not compromising as much as you should as camp allies, and he's basically compromising all the way and doing things for your sake, but he didn't feel like that energy was given back. So he said, what would happen if he basically does the move that he's doing now, which is allying with fire? So
look, that's I sent you a screen of the one of the report of Danny, and you can see he started to hit my flag, and I started to rally him for let him stop to rally the flag. And I said, if you want to do it, okay, we take it out. And we, after this discussion, we never legit rally one single city. We don't rally one single city. After they said to us, we are not rallying the city. Okay, we don't rally one single city.
Yeah.
When the past 7 are open, they start to rally every city. So we do the same.
Past 7, as in past 7 against fire, you started rallying every city, and then they started rallying cities against water.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's all.
Yeah, crazy, man, crazy. Hopefully, maybe we could see if AJ jumps on. Maybe if you could stay on the stream as well, listen to what he says, and maybe I can have you jump on afterwards if you want. Obviously, to clear a few things. But I do appreciate you coming on, brother Penguini. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
I'm sorry for my English. I'm sorry for everything.
You did fine, man. You did fine. Don't worry about it, man.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about this, and have a good day and a good streaming. Bye.
You too, my brother. You too, man. You too. Take care. All right, guys. Let's get AJ on. Let me just read the chat real quick before I get AJ on. You guys are, you know, being nice to him. You know, he's trying his best speaking English. Honestly, he did well. He did well explaining some stuff. I understood him quite well. KD asked for start even with that DKP like 1824. I don't think they did that. I don't think they did that. But what I know is that they did approach Earth and they did say to them, can we have a small percentage on our DKP, a bit of a boost, because we're fighting against a weaker kingdom. And because we're fighting against a weaker kingdom, we deserve a little something, like a nice boost. But Earth said no to them. Wind said no problem. And then I remember there was some drama about Wind pushing for 3 days, and then Water coming out and pushing and like basically being a headache. And then Earth said to them, no, you can't keep that 3rd day as DKP. And then obviously the whole drama with them in past 7. Let's get AJ on. Let's let him explain a few things. Update the map on Pro Kingdoms. My brother, let me get Pro Kingdoms. I'm calling AJ right now, so let's see what AJ has to say. Yo.
What you say, my bro? Salam alaikum. Wagwan.
Salam. How you doing, my brother AJ, man? This guy's got energy. How you doing, AJ? Listen,
yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad.
What's going on, man? Listen, you know what's crazy? Let me tell you something.
Go on. Well, I'm alive right now.
You're live right now. I was
okay.
I was
Chat
covering a completely different drama. Yeah, completely different drama, right?
Yeah,
and then some guys contacted me. They're like, "Yo, Fire betrayed Water in this KVK." I said, "Yo, Fire betrayed Water. Yo, let me find out what's going on. Fire with Water. I'm trying to find out what's going on with these two." And then someone said Wind as well is like kind of like the mastermind behind all this. I said, "Wind?" I said, don't tell me AJ's in Wind camp. And then one of the guys was like, yeah, AJ's there. I was like, no way, this is the same situation I spoke to AJ about a few days ago.
So you was actually, that's crazy. So you was actually streaming something else. Like, yeah, okay, yeah.
It was completely different. And then I look down and I see your name and I'm like, oh my days, this happened.
Oh, that's bad times.
Tell me, man, talk to me, man. Listen. From last where we left off, you told me that you were gonna try and make a deal with past 7 with them. And then if that didn't work out, you were basically going to do a madness, which is betrayal or whatever, right? If they didn't agree. And then they said to me now on voice that they said if there was no fights in past 7,
right,
then they will give you guys that 3rd day in zone 5 or something of that sort, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Alright. So do you want me to just recap everything that I kind of know, or you still got a question to ask me?
One last question.
Like what part? Like, do you want me to answer?
One last question. Past 7, did you guys get fights? With Water?
Nah, not really, bro.
No fights with Water.
It was just that everything was free burning, bro. Everything was literally free burning up until yesterday.
Okay, no problem. All right, no worries. Go for it, man. Summarize what you have to say.
Okay, so this is solely based on my opinion, and I'm not talking for nobody but myself. So I don't want to start pointing fingers at anyone else, right? So obviously I'm the king of 2123, part of WinCamp, leading the coalition, obviously the camp as well, defying everything from agreements, DKP, final Zig rewards, all that bull stuff, right? So everyone understands what kind of position I'm holding right now. So from the very beginning, entering to the KVK, I think I did speak to you quite briefly about this, is that we would like, obviously this is just, like, with full respect to everybody out there that's in part of the group rock community, we would like to seek for a camp that would be willing to compromise their star. In return, we would give maximum rewards, even compromising our own rewards to gain the star, as we wish to go for the moon, right? This is a fact. I don't need to lie about that. Obviously after seeking out to Wind and Earth, sorry, my bad. Water and Earth. Water basically allied with Fire. So then we allied with Earth, right? Naturally, to do a 2v2.
Yeah.
Having done so, when Earth kind of spoke to me, I've also got screenshots of this. I wasn't really watching the stream, so like my apologies if I didn't get to, because I'm actually leading the fight at the front right now.
No.
Earth actually responded to me they actually don't want to ally with us because they also want to go for the star, as they are a rising kingdom at the moment. That's what they're saying to me. So I said, okay, cool, that's fine. And then he said to me, so Pinocchio, which is the king of 1452, also leading Earth Camp, he said to me that with all due respect between both of us, I think it is better to find an ally that we can both achieve our goals, right? So I said, I'm cool either way, but look, we ain't got really an option here. It's not really, do you know what I'm saying? So it's against both of our interests. So let me be clear about this. I don't know why people are telling me that you know, that I'm talking shit, or so am I allowed to swear, by the way? I'm not, right?
No worries, man.
Oh, okay, cool. So obviously, I don't know. People keep saying stuff like how we are trying to manipulate or outplay the system, but from the very beginning, it was against our interests for both of us. Legit, like both of us did not really. We was forced into this situation. So anyhow, we added up, shook hands. I started drafting up agreements, right? Because as you know, I'm pretty sure you probably spoke about it. Is last KVK where I had this incident. Like again, F all the rumors and the bull stuff that's going on with KDC, whatever, right? I don't care, bro, personally, because truth be told, like lies will be lies and truth will be truth, innit? Obviously, what I believe is the truth. Some people believe red is blue, some people believe blue is red. So for me, I believe what's right is right, so I'm gonna do what's right. So what right is, I started placing all agreements that protected both parties, and I've got actually no. You probably shared that, right? Because one of my guys was watching the stream. Yeah. So every single thing was in my experience from past experience. So basically, it's a developed agreement to protect myself and obviously the third party, which is the ally, right? Because obviously they have to sign it, we have to sign it. I say yes, he says yes, right? So it's basically to protect both parties. Under Section 5, it clearly says when there is a situation of concern, or whatever it is, it needs to be addressed immediately and should not be done at the very end of the KVK in order to manipulate a star or a DKP situation, or any argument that needs to be raised when it could have been addressed from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Right? So that was something that I learned from last quote unquote betrayal KVK, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And so if I wasn't clued up about it, there was no need for me to put that Section 5 there. That Section 5 there is to protect me and protect anyone else that signs the document. Well, that speech or whatever that you want to call it, right?
Both camps must be 100% transparent to any issues and full discussion. Yep. That one.
Right. So going forward, yeah, that's the context of how diplomacy went at the very, very beginning, right? Going forward, when we started discussing how DKP would work, same how last KVK, I like to use a public sourced data scanner in order for everyone to be able to see what is being done in the KVKs, whether it's kills, deaths, you know, bro. This thing, I'm pretty sure if anyone goes back to the last video, it's the same thing. I spoke about data scanner, public data scanner. For some reason, they did not want to do that. Instead, they wanted to control time and dates of each incident.
Okay.
And for me, when I spoke on amongst my team, we didn't really like that thought, because we feel like we are in control of what we can do, but we are not in control of what the opponent does. And with due respect, I appreciate Water Camp, like Luigi from 2181, like Hannah Mahart. He knows I'm a very respectful person, regardless whether you consider as an enemy or not. Like, he knows I'm very respectful towards his whole camp. His whole camp can't say anything bad about me, really and truly, right? So. When I said to Earth Camp, there was a language barrier, because they are a Italian kingdom, right?
Yeah.
So the king then said to me, you need to speak to I can't really pronounce his name because there's lots of symbols, right? There's another gentleman. So I spoke to the other gentleman. The other gentleman is saying that he's basically the translator, because he speaks English, and he does all the data work, right?
Right, yeah.
When I spoke to him, I said, look, like we're not in control of how the enemies or the opponents fight. Like, we should just let it free run, let Pro Kingdoms, because I've got Pro Kingdoms stat scanning running. It can just run from past 4. We take a picture and let it run all the way to when the fight ends at Kingston. So it could be 5 hours, it could be 1 day, 2 days, wherever it is, right? So then it's like transparent. And obviously with how would I say it? We're just trusting each other to not stat pads, right? So stat pad, right? In good faith. he was like, no, we can't do that, because you look like you have a tougher opponent, right? And you look like you would get better fights. And obviously, I felt like he was trying to fool me. So obviously, we looked at I don't know if you want to bring up the stream, the
stats,
what you call it, the KVK format.
Yeah,
right?
Send it to me. I was looking for it.
Yeah, because I think because we need that to give context, because people might not understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give me a sec, bro. I just need to go back to the leadership chat.
Section 5, yeah, Section 5.
Yeah, bro. Serious business, bro.
Section 5, yeah. Did you put?
Bro, I spoke to you like 2 days ago, bro.
I know.
I spoke to you 2 days ago, bro. Like I told you, bro.
I know, but like I said, I was streaming something else
I
completely.
didn't even want to do this stuff, bro. I didn't even want to do this, bro. I'm gonna be real.
I know. I know you, bro. I had like a full rundown of what was going on, and then I was doing something else completely, and then they were like, "Yo, AJ's in that kingdom." I said, "What?" So obviously,
bro,
I had to bring you on.
Yeah, no. I appreciate that. Like to be honest, like with all due respect to everybody here and obviously your viewers and everyone, like I don't really want to really be here because it just feels like I'm defending something, but I shouldn't have to defend something that's just based on truth, innit? You know what I mean? Like people have their own beliefs. You don't have to walk on the street and start. I don't want to say religious stuff, but you ain't gotta tell people what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I only do what I believe, and I don't need to preach it to nobody. But at the moment, it just feels like I'm defending. But for the sake of the mandem, like me and you, because I feel like we got things going on, so I don't want to be like a bit disrespectful. I want to help you out a little bit, but vice versa, you're helping me out, and I hope there's transparency here.
Of course.
But anytime you ask me, ask me, bro.
I've got the thing on the screen.
Cool.
So it was left versus right, and then you went to them and said you guys are gonna have better fights, and you guys
and our reason was because of 12-18.
12-18. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they look super amazing. Like that's something that we want to strive towards, right? To be very competent and just like carry the entire camp. So I basically said, bro, like you can't say that because you have a very, very strong kingdom as your forefront enemy at pass 4, like literally. And they were like, oh, don't be fooled. We have 26, 29. They were just basically cussing down every other kingdom in fire camp, right? Just belittling everyone except 12-18.
Yeah.
So I said, bro, like in this scene, you're bound to always have like a king that are less competitive. I wouldn't even say it's dead weight. I would just say it's less competitive. People play games for stress relief. So entertainment, some people take it very, very serious. And someone like us, we take this very, very serious because we have to take days off from work. We cancel such family events. So obviously we take this very serious when we feel we get quote unquote cheated on. So anyways, to move on, after discussing, that they're saying that we're going to get better fights, and we said they're going to get better fights, it's like a he say, she say, right? So I said, okay, you know what? Bro, I've got screenshots of this, bro. I compromised to let's just agree to disagree. Cool. Let's do DKP and then we start talking numbers. Retete 5 for T4, 10 for T5, and then 15 for deaths, right?
And the agreement.
So obviously, even then, they weren't in agreement with it. So then we had to compromise even on the points, right? Moving forward after that, so that's the second compromise. So then after moving towards that, we started kind of like just playing the KVK as intended. When Pass 4 opened, sorry, I skipped one step. So when we gathered the DKP figures, like the system, the structure, the points and whatnot, they basically wanted to do a fixed day and time, right? So Pass 4 open 2 days, and then Alta 1 scan, Alta 2 scan, Alta 3 scan, and then from Pass 7 all the way to Kingsland, right? So from Pass 4, they said 2 days. I was like, I wasn't happy with it because you can never tell when the enemy stops fighting, or even if they're short, really. So it just, for me, it just sounds a bit weird. But anyways, we went back and forth a little bit. Like I didn't agree, he didn't agree, but he wanted me to agree. So then I compromised and I said, you know what, we'll agree, and just hope that we get what we want, which is a good fight.
Yeah.
Part 4 comes along. We actually got a better fight than we even anticipated, because we was thinking that it wouldn't last long, because usually the lower seeds, they don't last long, right? People try to conserve for the biggest fight, which is Kingsland or Pass 7, with farms, but it actually lasts 3 days. So when the second day came, I was like, we've won the zone. We've won the zone, but Water was very, very what's the word? Very very
resilient. Like they just
is it
kept pushing
motivated?
back.
Resilient, yeah. So they had a pass 4. From the so the you can zoom in the map, you can see the left iron, right? They just wouldn't give up. So they dropped a fort on there, they surrounded like 3-4 layers. So they were just like they did basically they wanted us to pay in order to get the Heron. So basically, come get it, but we're gonna make you get some deaths. Like, you know, you're gonna have to rally that. So we got more fights than we anticipated. So obviously, at that point, it goes exactly back to square one, which was when I was not happy with the initial agreement. So you can imagine inside I'm really like quite boiled up, right? I'm quite like the temperature's quite high right now because I feel like I've been cheated based on an agreement that also clearly states that if there's a concern that it should be raised.
Yeah.
Having said that, we went back and forth for about 2-3 days. I said, you know what, forget it. It's done. It is what it is. Like at that time, we were still above in DKP against them, right? So we said, you know what, it is what it is. Let's just take it under the chin and deal with it. Like we could have got more, but with the whole, I think it's 21 hours of fighting that we did extra. Water was very resilient, as you said. That is like third compromise. Having said that, during that zone 5 fight past 4, I've got players that so to speak has different roles in the kingdom. So everyone has his own kingdom. So someone could be doing territory, someone could be like solo blue stacking, filling flags, someone could be like watching the allies, the enemies, to see their progression, how everything's going, is everything smooth, do they need help, are they stat padding? So we have like everything like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we had an individual, not naming names, I don't think it's relevant anyway, he was like every now and again watching the enemy side.
Yeah.
Right? Fire camp side. The other side, sorry. When he was doing that, right? He actually took video footage, and obviously I think I sent it to you, bro. Video footage,
Not video footage, but you sent me some pictures. You sent me some pictures of someone someone rallying someone else.
Right.
Yeah, and then you confronted them and said, "Are you guys stat padding?" And they said no.
Yeah.
But the thing about that one though, they did say that they were going to remove the stats that was gained.
Okay, but saying is one thing, but doing is another thing. They didn't do it.
Okay, so they didn't actually remove the guy's stats, yeah?
Yeah, they didn't do it, bro. They didn't do it because even I've got screenshots as well. How many times did he say he rallied the thing?
He said he only rallied him when he rallied the flag. So when the guy
did
was
he say how many times he rallied that guy?
No, he didn't say how many times he rallied the guy.
All right, cool. So when we found him, we watched him rally 3 times.
Okay.
Right? Like literally, we watched him for 3 times, and that guy was literally in the front, and he's like a whale, bro. Like a guy had 16 billion kill points, and it was full awakened 5, full cap set. Like he's a beast. He's a complete beast. Yeah. He rallied that guy 3 times, and in the reports, Earth Camp was taking 800k deads or something like that per rally, yeah, in exchange for nothing. Danny was taking no deads. No, bro, no deads. The guy didn't even like go back. Like he didn't even like. What did he say? Did he say he was doing it because he was offline, or what was the reason? Like I want to know the context. Obviously, I wasn't tuned in.
The reason is because every time Danny rallied a flag, they would rally his city to basically prevent him from rallying the flag. Does that make sense?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I can respect that. However, Danny didn't go back. So for me, it was like, if you want a different outcome, you need to do a different method. You know what I mean? You can't do the same thing every day, wake up every morning, do the same thing, and then expect to be a millionaire the next day. Anyways, off topic, yeah. I respect what you're saying, but I don't respect the context of it. The content don't make sense.
Yeah.
Danny didn't move. Danny's still one of the top contributors in KVK according to Pro Kingdoms. So regardless of what they want to say, believe what they want to say, I just think it's just a total like a build up for like lies to go against us. Anyhow, when I confronted them, 3-4 of them, from 1452, plus another kingdom in. So we have a chat between the two camps, right? They started calling me that. They started saying to me that it's their accounts, it's their kingdom, it's their camp. They do what they want to do. I have no right to basically ask them questions about, right? obviously I don't know how they play the KVKs, but how I play it, there's set agreements, and again, if the agreements are there, again, jokes on jokes. Section 5. It says it, bro. Yeah. So if you're gonna sign that dotted line and say, "Yo, we accept," and then you don't, and then you don't allow the person that's accepting the agreement, both parties, to fight that, then it's like it's not fair.
It's not
But
fair.
I wasn't even being rude. I just asked him, "What, yo, bro? What, like, why are we doing this?" Like, I was just asking a simple question, and he was like, "Give me all this backlash," and then I said, "I feel disrespected because everything I'm saying, you are kind of like undermining what the agreement says." So I said, "You know what? Excuse me, let me leave the chat." And there's no point in being somewhere that nobody wants you to be there, right? So I left the chat. There was like, I don't know, 10 people, wherever it is, right, from both camps. So I left, and then while I left, my guys were saying they were calling me names, saying little crybaby, you're a kid, you're a childish, this and that. I'm like, bro, like that's weird. I don't know. I just find it weird, bro, because I didn't call them nothing, bro. Even now I'm doing what I'm doing, I've not called them no names. Bro, come at me, bro. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Come at me, innit? Like, I'm not gonna sit and say, "Oh, you Italians." No, bro, because it's a game. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. But anyways, so yeah, that's the third compromise. I said, you know what? Forget it. They said they do DKP. They're gonna cancel everything off. But ask them, bro. Did they do it? They didn't do it, bro. My whole camp will confirm. They do it. They didn't do it.
They didn't remove Danny from the.
They didn't remove anything, bro. They didn't remove anything.
Okay.
They didn't remove anything.
Sense.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm not even mad. Like, obviously, I'm annoyed, innit? I'm not mad yet. So I was like, okay, to my guy, I said, look, Earth Camp seems to be heavily bonding to the agreement, right? Even though the agreement was made by me, like my guys, they were heavily bonded to it. So they're reading every single word, but they keep forgetting that Section 5. That's bare weird. Anyways, got to zone 6, you know, past 5's opening, yada yada yada. We're filling up everything. Water Camp doesn't build territory, right? So this is more context. Water Camp doesn't build any territory. We're like, oh, I wonder if Water Camp's given up. And I promise you, this is with respect to everybody in the KVK. I said, you know what? I think the KVK is done. I was like to my guys, we've lost everything because Fire is probably still gonna fight. Earth is still gonna fight. Water Camp stopped. So we was like, okay, bare missing gaps, no territory, no flags like built up.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 days before past 7 opens. So I'm scared right now, right? So I'm like, yo, this is done. Like, we need to talk to them and we need to sort out a deal because this is not right.
Yeah.
While I'm doing all this, they said that you already signed the dotted agreement that the Zig is based on final Zig DKP. Final Zig capture is based on DKP. So I said that's understandable, but again, Section 5. If there's a problem, it needs to be raised because bro, it's the same thing for me, right? If it was my side that got the better fights and they got the worst fights and they approached me, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be super unhappy.
Yeah,
I'll be like fuming. I'll be like, oh no, because now we're gonna have to sort out something or bend the deal a little bit so that both sides doesn't lose, that we feel like we won.
Yeah,
obviously, I would be mad. Like, obviously, the ideal situation, we both get good, decent fights, equal to a certain degree, but we didn't. But I would amend the deals. And to be fair, I don't know why 1452 is talking like we've never even worked together, because we worked together 3 KVKs ago, where we was around 1,000 billion kill points. Every other camp was like 400. I don't know how Lilith matchmaking worked. I promise you, bro. Ask them, bro. Message them in DMs, bro. Ask them, have you worked with AJ before? Our camp, which was Earth Camp. Was it Earth Camp?
No, your win.
I think it was. No. I'm talking about another KVK.
Yeah.
So me and him have allied before. So just to give everybody in context on the YouTube stream right now, on the live 050, yeah, we've actually been allies before. So, but we was 1,000 billion kill points in the camp. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But every other camp besides us was around 400 billion. So then Pinocchio messaged me, which is the king. He was like, oh, bro, like, we understand you're very strong. We're happy to ally with you. Would you be happy to ally with us? I said, like, honestly, bro, I'm happy to ally with anyone that can give us a star. To be, so it's the same thing, bro. I promise you, bro, I ain't got nothing to lie. He's like, bro, we're happy to give you the star. It's adamant that you guys are very superior in this matchmaking. And he was like, F rock matchmaking, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I said, bro, it is what it is. Whoever we ally with, we will tip the tide. That's it. Simple as that. And he was like, cool, we'll give you the star. Can we get second rewards? Because in that KVK, so basically in that KVK, we took one pass of every single pass. So
Yeah.
1 pass 4, 1 pass 8, 1 pass altar. So you know there's 2 altars, right? The free one and
Yeah.
and then the pass 9 to invade into the sanctuary side, right? The right and left and up and down. So we took 1 pass everything.
Okay.
Bro,
Okay.
I gave them every single second pass, bro. We took literally the bare minimal. I know it's like 500 gems, bro, but I'm very fair. I said, you take everything you can. We just want the star.
Yeah.
That's it. It's simple as that. Bro, everyone has a goal. You can't say, oh, the guy chasing the star, bro. So the guy who's chasing the bag is a broke mindset. No, bro. Elon Musk not saying that, let me go chase the penny, bro. They're chasing the bag, bro.
You're just chasing
bro, if you're not chasing the bag, you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at least with me, I'm transparent. I tell him, did he tell you that I was chasing a star this KVK? Did he?
No, he did. He said from the get-go.
Okay, so
he said from the get-go you wanted the star.
Okay. So, bro, I'm letting you know I'm chasing the bag. Why are you standing in my way? I don't understand. So it's not like I'm a liar. So people in the community might say, oh, your community might misunderstand, think I'm a bad guy. No, but I'm telling you what it is. If I'm gonna do something, that's what I want to do, but I'm gonna do it fairly. And in that KVK, bro, multiple times I'm seeing them rally cities, swarming cities, bro. When my guy, bro, I zeroed my own player, bro, in this KVK, bro.
Yeah.
He was like a 67 mil. He started swarming a 70 mil, right, along with one of the camp's rallies, right? Campmates rally. I said, bro, that rally stopped. The rally stops. My guy still swimming. Bro, I kicked him on that thing. I started swimming in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like I don't respect this stat padding thing, because if you're gonna win, we win fair.
Yeah.
Because how am I gonna sit here and say, don't effing swear? That don't make no sense, bro. You're telling me not to effing swear, but you just use the F word yourself.
Yeah, makes sense.
So then obviously all my guys are like, yo, chill, don't be too like serious, like this is still a game. I said no, because if I'm demanding transparency, honesty from a camp, I don't want them to backlog me and be like, yo, how are you telling me not to do this? You've done it yourself, and then I'm embarrassed. You can't shit in your doorstep, bro.
Makes sense.
So anyways, that goes on, and it's just like I'm just mad. So obviously I'm trying to speak to him. I said, past 7, bro, we need to reevaluate this topic, this incident, to make it fair, because I have a feeling that water might not fight.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, the condition is we will only agree to revisit it if there's completely no fighting. Right? It's like no existence from water. Obviously that never happened. Obviously they did come out.
Yeah.
But everything was completely free burning. They weren't really defending it. Like, I don't know if they were not trying to. It was just because like we was just more predominant. And with respect, they tried everything they did. I didn't see no bad thing about them really.
Yeah.
But so when they said to me, if you have one continuous fight in a day, which let me send you a screenshot as well for more context as well.
Yeah.
They said 1 day fight, and then we disregard your proposal.
1 day of fine. Yeah, they said that to me as well. What's going on, Brother Hell fans, man? How you doing, my brother, man? Long time no see, man. You still playing the game? Brother Hell fans, let me reach out to you right now, man. Bloody Gandhi, yeah? Much love, man. Miss this guy. Brother fans. But yeah, my brother, it's a bit of a madness. What do you think? What do you think the outcome is going to be right now with this KVK? Brother AJ?
Oh, you talking to me? My bad. I'm looking for that screenshot. All right, I'm gonna
worries.
send you a screenshot right now. I'm gonna send you a screenshot before I answer that. Here you go. This is like proof in it.
Sounds good. Now, he said it himself when he came on Voice. He said that if you guys get 1 day worth of fights, then they'll disregard any agreement about you guys getting any DKP from the Zone 5. But if there's no fighting, then you won't get anything. And then they said you guys ignored them for that. You guys didn't say anything.
I ignored them.
Yeah.
Let me send that screenshot too then. Okay, cool. They ignored me.
Wait,
they ignored me.
Yeah.
They ignored. They said I ignored them.
Yeah, they said after that proposal.
So I'm chasing the bag. But no, I'm ignoring the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, come on, man, get out of here, bro. Go lose, man. You're not even deserving to be a leader, bro. Get out of here, man. So weak mentality, fam. You're just making lies, bro. Like, bro, let people know you're chasing the bag, innit? I'm chasing the bag. What are you gonna do about it, bro?
So okay, he says so. We'll compromise again. What we'll do
So that's
is we'll
my
forget
people
about-
right there.
Okay. And see now, neither side is getting nowhere at this current time. However, we would like to request that if water camp refuses to fire us at past 7, we would like to revisit this topic, but it must be accommodated that there is no ignoring or brushing it off because there's no clear evidence at point that water is ignoring us. They said since you guys are worried, we're trying to spin it as playing games or giving us an edge. If fire camp
that's
is
what they
doing
were
the same
saying
to
to
you
us.
guys past 7, good faith, your campmates will also honor that, and we'll discuss how we can make things fairer because your campmates, we believe in 100% transparent fairness. Do you not agree? So that's what you guys said to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm gonna show you. Yeah. They didn't
Okay.
respond for 2-3 days. I'm gonna cut a little bit of that bit there so I can prove to you they didn't reply. Watch this.
Okay.
Cut it. So a little bit of that message there to prove that it's the same continuous message.
No worries, bro. I'm good, brother. How are you? I took a break for a month and a half. Ravens part. My brother, fans, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Welcome back, my brother, man. Good to see you, man. You've been gone for too long. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm doing good, man. Brother Moba, took long enough. Not gonna lie, good to see you on King Schmuck. Thank you, my brother, man. I've been away from the game for a bit. I'll be honest. I've been away from content creation for a bit. I took a bit of a break myself. I had a very, very busy period. Yeah, so it's been a while. Right, so let me just quickly see the screenshot AJ sent. So AJ said, so they sent you back a message saying, we think it's fair to consider the situation if there's no fighting stage for 7. If water or fire fights for at least a full day, will take stage 7 data into account without revisiting this topic. This applies to both water and wind. Okay, so they agreed to that.
With a condition. That if there's any fighting in the first day, they would not allow us to revisit this topic.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you guys agree to it?
No, we did not agree to it. So I'll send you 2 pictures after that.
Yeah.
I want to show transparency that there was response every single time. They're saying that you said that I said that I didn't respond. That's a lie.
Yeah, no, they said that you didn't respond after that. So I would like to stick to what Baby Raccoon requested as early condition of proposal. If we are to have 1 day of fighting, we do not need to revisit this topic. Seems unreasonable. What Raccoon proposes this project set both of us. Duration past 7 until Kingsland. I hope you can understand this not to get an advantage, but to create a balance fair for both camps. And what they ignored you after that, yeah?
Bro, it doesn't reply. Basically, this picture that Killer sent now is the picture saying that why are now they being called the traitors? This is what happened, like everything full blown, like basically everything's like coming together to like everyone believes that we think they're traitors and they think we're traitors. Basically, yeah. So everything broke out loose then. But you can see they didn't respond to it, and we had past 7 fighting for like 3 days.
Fair enough.
So it's
fair
like-
enough.
Yeah.
Alright, bro. Makes sense, man. Listen, my brother AJ, I appreciate you coming on, explaining your side of the story. I think I'm going to let this roll. You know, you guys got to do your thing. Obviously, we'll revisit this once everything's finalized, you know, Kingsland and all. Hopefully, you guys...
I mean, bro, we may lose, we may win. We don't know, innit? The outcome is what it is, but we're chasing the bag. So
We
if you're
are
going to die
chasing the
chasing the bag, then you die chasing the bag. That's it, man.
That's it, man.
Get rich, die trying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get rich, die trying.
Bro.
Section 5.
Yo, boys and girls that's tuning to the stream. Big shout out to Schmuck. Make sure you hit that like button. Yeah, there's only 70 there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Number two. If you guys are students or like you're trying to make a living out in the real life to become successful, bro, always cover yourself with Section 5. Make sure you plot that and achieve good wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth, guys. Yeah, shout out my boy AJ. Thank you, my brother, man. Good luck
Big
in
shout out,
your
Schmuck,
man.
bro.
Take care.
Yeah, shout out to the
brother,
man.
yeah. That's my brother AJ, man. My brother AJ, obviously. Yeah. You guys heard everything, man. Section 5, guys. Yeah, Section 5. You don't mess around when it comes to Section 5. My game's crashed out on me 3 times, so frustrating. Listen, guys, I'll be honest. This situation is super crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, I feel like AJ and his sort of way of getting the star is very sort of, it is aggressive, I have to admit. It is aggressive. It's like, but he's being very transparent, which is good. And I think some people who might not like that energy might be a bit combative, which is what happened with Earth. But yeah, it's we'll revisit this another time. hopefully we can get a clearer story at the very end, you know? I don't know what the guy was saying, but good rap. Thank you, brother Hell fans, man. Thank you, man. Listen, guys, it's been a good stream regardless. You know, you guys saw the amount of gold chests that came out from this Kingdom 2728. Listen, fans, it'll be good to see you here, man. It'll be nice to play with you, my bro. But yeah, I hope you had a lovely holiday, my brother. Maya, I'm not allowed to respond to you without Lemon's Lemon's permission. Listen, guys, it's been a good stream regardless, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please don't forget to like the stream and show some love. You know, I feel like we covered a lot in this stream. I don't want to leave it too long. I'll be dropping some videos very, very soon. Because you know, I've been away for some time. You know, I've been away for some time. But I hope you guys have been well. I hope you guys have been, you know, doing okay in the game. Schmuck, you saw us 1 month ago. How did you say 6? Oh my god, Jay, I didn't see you that long ago, man. Yeah, my brother fans, I did cover a lot. I did, honestly, at the very end I started shutting off. Man. I can't even speak anymore. I'm so thirsty, and this mask is just killing me now, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna drop some videos soon. Thank you guys always for showing some love. Thank you so much, Princess, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you everyone for tuning in and, you know, doing your thing, you know, showing me love and being supportive. Yeah, get some rest, drink some tea. Can you give me your game ID? I will give you a report. Thank you, man. No worries, man. Look, take a screenshot now. I'll show you my ID. 10 24 99 10. Take a screenshot, my brother. Thank you guys. See you guys. Yeah, take care. Have a good day.